You ain't think about that part. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap, tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, man. I just saw something. All right, let's say good morning. Michael, Shawn, and Takeover Legends of Thursday. The Laugh Out Loud comedy show goes down tonight at the Arlington Improv. It's going down so crazy. Man,
Arlington
I just
Improv.
saw something on IG.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I'm not saying nothing because I don't want us to get shut down.
See, you can't say that and then not
Can't say that.
Like you have to.
I'm going to try and send it.
Can you send it to me from YouTube?
I'm going to try and send it. All right.
Good morning, Kathy.
So, how was your night, Jay Black?
Good morning, Ashley. Shawn Robinson.
Good morning, everybody.
Queen Born. Morning.
The only reason we ain't on IG Live right now, the only reason I don't have y'all on IG Live, because I gotta share and save. Let me see. How do I save? Okay.
It must be something against Joey B. Jesus,
it's nothing about Joey B. It's the weirdest thing. Like, how big does a woman's feet? Like Mo.
Yes.
How big do you realize a woman's foot is when you go like, is she really a woman?
Anything past a size 11. If you in the 12, 13s.
I'm gonna send y'all this video, right?
Send it on YouTube.
And the person is talking to the person's husband, right?
Okay.
And the foot is just sitting there. And it's a cute shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the foot extends, and then the people on the private jet, the woman walks by, and she grabs her foot as if to say, hide your foot. She grabs the foot, and then immediately after the foot is grabbed, the foot is hidden.
Good morning, Jeanette. So you just joined us. Mike just got sidetracked because he saw a big foot on IG. I don't know. Just can you send me a picture of it? If you send me a still shot,
I'm gonna send it. No, I'm gonna send y'all the video now. So then y'all could be like, then y'all could look the way I just looked and go like, because the foot looks regular until it's a big foot. But the flight, the person working the flight goes by and grabs the foot, and the person hides the foot immediately.
I need to see this.
I just sent it. Did y'all get it? Look at your phone.
Let me.
A celebrity. Okay.
Yeah, don't. But be careful. We don't want to get knocked off of YouTube. We don't want to get knocked off.
I gotta analyze this.
And I need to.
But you gotta watch the whole thing because the foot looks super regular.
Look, I'm looking like it's a normal foot. What is he?
I know,
this guy, he's so sidetracked.
But just keep watching. Just keep watching the whole thing. Just keep watching. Don't get distracted. Matter of fact, turn the sound down. Right there. Look, right there. When the foot gets extended. Watch the whole thing.
Good morning, action. Yes, he found Bigfoot. Yes, congratulations.
Oh, you watching it?
I'm still watching. I'm waiting for the Bigfoot.
Oh, maybe it's the angle.
No, watch the lady. The lady grabs her foot and then what she do?
She put it away. She tucked it away. Yeah, Mike, I think you may be looking a little deeper into this.
Oh, no. Why would she tap the foot and why would she put her foot away? Why would somebody who works for the private jet? Why would somebody work for the private jet? She grabbed her foot and then she put it away immediately. Why?
Maybe it was in the way, Mike.
No, but why would the person who's serving you food care about what you're doing in your shot? Rewind it, y'all. Go back. Go. No.
That is a nice size foot.
That is a humongous foot. Look at that foot when it extends. That is at least a 10 or 11.
No. That's 11 at least. I don't think that's a 10. I don't think that's a 10.
So Mike sent the IG video of what he perceived to be an abnormal foot on a celebrity.
Hey, watch her extend that foot.
I watched it. You sound like me with my wife now, trying to make me convince her of what I want her to be convinced of. But
no, but do. But this is not the size ain't the strange thing.
Yes,
what's strange is the flight. No. The strange thing is the flight attendant gripped her foot.
Yes.
Why? Watch the flight attendant grip her, like grip it hard. Mm-hmm. She gripped it hard and she said, "Oh, let me put this away."
Let's see if that's on YouTube. I can upload it because of course Shawnee's on the island.
Maybe there was some turbulence and she needs something to grab on.
No. In all seriousness, I want you to rewind. She grabbed it hard.
And why do you think we get shut down if we tell the people who the celebrity were?
She grabbed it hard and said,
"You won't let it go."
I'm not letting y'all. Listen.
She grabbed it like a gear shift, like it's a clutch.
Yes, she grabbed it like. If you're working for me, why would you grab my foot if my husband is recording me?
It's a celebrity that everyone knows, and her husband everyone knows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
very
look
well.
how fast it happens. Look. She grabs it like, what are you doing?
Her husband entertained us all summer.
Very well.
Him and his partner created an outlet for everyone to watch and enjoy a back and forth entertainment battle. There was some deep clues there. Because Mike feel like if we say these names, we get shut down. Just like if we. But all right.
I would like to know what she's putting on her face. If that's
no. Let's talk about that. She's not a girl.
She is a girl.
No, let's talk about she's not. First of all, you don't know. That
year,
nothing.
She won like 8-9 Grammys that one year and shook up the world.
So what does that mean?
No, I'm just saying I'm giving clues to the people. I'm giving clues to this.
Illuminati.
I do.
I mean,
ding, 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 ding. Ashley could be a good trivia person.
Ashley,
like
good.
She's very, very good. Or I just give good clues. I'm gonna just go with I give good clues.
She's very in tune.
Yes, she's very, very in tune. But yeah, I don't get why Mike is so nervous with this. But if you can find that clip for YouTube, Mike. Or give me, I could do a still shot. I'm a screenshot what Mike sent me, and I'm gonna put this big foot up, and so Mike can be happy that we.
Maybe it's the angle.
I'm gonna try to screenshot it at the part where right before the lady grabbed it, so Mike can.
Y'all,
that stretch out was, I had the.
That was weird.
Why so big?
That is weird. That is weird for real.
Yeah, I think that is weird that you think that this is weird. She has a regular foot.
That's not a regular. That's not a regular foot. That's not. Mike, just talk with the Bigfoot community.
Stomping with the big
and they
dogs.
find term Bigfoot offensive and not PC. Dog, that foot is crazy. Why?
Stomping with the big dogs.
How many kids they got? They got kids?
They got a couple. I think like 3 together.
Yo, that last stretch is crazy.
It's like a tongue when you stick out your tongue and you find out somebody's tongue come all the way down to here.
And the flight,
weird.
The crazy thing is when the flight attendant comes back and grabs it, and she's like, "Oh, let me put this away." Why?
I got 2 shots of it, and we're gonna see if this is.
You sure that's not her husband foot from up under there, like some type of trick?
That's crazy.
Y'all gonna be like, "Oh, Mike, this is a regular foot." Watch.
No, like I don't think that's a regular foot.
And it doesn't matter. Why would the flight attendant, somebody who's working for us on a private jet, grab my foot and then I immediately put it under the blanket?
Here we go. Here's the foot, y'all. We see
that's
the
not
foot.
A good shot, J Black.
That's not a good shot of the foot.
No, we need the video. I sent y'all the video.
The extension of it.
Shawnee's not here, Mike.
That's
I'm good. If you got a YouTube clip, I'm good with YouTube. All that IG uploading videos, how my computer system is set up. I got to check it and save it.
I'm gonna make sure I save this before it gets taken off because somebody is gonna literally.
Her foot looks abnormal to you people.
I don't know why I keep watching it. I can't stop watching it.
No, you got to see the video. All right. I apologize, y'all. I just want to make sure it's saved to my phone.
Maybe that was her husband's foot.
No, that wasn't. I'm gonna make sure I send this on my text.
I lost you.
I'm making sure I send this to my text, and then we can get on IG Live. I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody. Good morning.
Well, yeah, I think I had a second
that
Bigfoot.
That is stranger danger. We used to do this on the show.
That look like
no, because you got to see how it stretches out. Then you got to see the video where the flight attendant grabs the foot and then she puts it under the blanket. Like, no, we're not gonna show this foot. That is, oh my God, she gave birth twice. Listen, Ashley, I know.
Sorry, y'all, for those just waking up.
Y'all wasn't there when the baby came out. That was weird. Hey, this is live TV radio show. Sorry, y'all.
We different. So if Mike finds something on IG out of nowhere, throws him off, that's what it is. It's a Bigfoot.
I apologize.
Let me do that. He'd be screaming and hollering, that's not her foot. Oh, no, you're going to feed into it. Oh, goodness. Don't please.
Mo knows what it is. That's why I went straight to Mo. When that foot extends, that's at least 11 or 12. That's crazy. But it's okay.
All right. But yeah, how was my night? I had a good night. Last night was Big Brother. It was a season finale, 2-hour premiere for Big Brother. For those who watched the cookout, they crowned their first black winner. Right here, my guy Xavier in the middle. For those who watched, he was the winner, $750,000. And my first favorite person won $50,000. America's favorite house guest, Tiffany. So it was a black night last night on Big Brother. Big night. Big night.
Jay got so excited. He said, he sent this image, and I still don't know what the hell the image is. I don't know what he was talking about.
That was the prize money.
I was like, that's when you were caught up in your own little world. I was like, God bless him. I didn't even say nothing slick back. I just said, God bless him. I was like,
when he sent me the stats, I was like, okay, Jay Black is all way in. He's vested.
I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. I was like,
I just saw numbers and names. And I was like, okay, all right.
He was like Alicia Keys on a private jet with a big foot. I didn't even. I was like, what? I don't even know.
No, this is what I sent. It was the prize because they get prize money for being on the show. And I had sent that.
Wait a second. Coach AB Philly. Hey, Coach AB Philly. On my IG Live. No, keep that up there, Jay, because Coach AB Philly, did you send me a Cash App, AB? See, I didn't understand any of this. Were you doing this? You sent this to me like I was the accountant for the Big Brother taxes. I don't know.
Big Brother taxes?
No, but you gave me this money like I was the accountant for Big Brother. It's called Big Brother, right?
Big Brother, the TV show?
Yes.
Yeah. He sent you a Cash App for Big Brother? Oh, so you can watch it? I'm confused.
You worse than Stacey, right?
Yeah, that went over my head. Went over my head.
Good morning, Stacey. You didn't mean that, Stacey.
Worse than Stacey right now.
You didn't mean that, Stacey.
Number one, on IG Live, Coach AB Philly, I have somebody who sent me some money on Cash App, and I have not withdrew it because I don't know where it came from. But AB, did you happen to send $30 to I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I haven't tapped it, because I don't want to take anybody's money who sent it to me by mistake.
Well, that's weird that you don't do that, because any money come to me by mistake, I'm hitting redeem quick fast in a hurry.
But you want to make sure it's not a scam, though, Jay Black.
Yes, I
know they be doing some stuff.
What kind of scam can it be in Cash App or Venmo?
Yes, Cash. They be doing scams on Cash App and taking all your money. Next thing you know, you at zero, negative
Shawn,
zero.
He said he did not. He didn't send you $30. It wasn't him.
See?
Okay, Shawn. Well, that's why I haven't touched it.
But forward it to me. Forward it to me.
No.
I'm not about to put my Cash App up there. Good morning, Kelly J. Yeah, I'm talking about Big Brother, Kelly J.
And then Jay sent me this nonsense, and he was like, "Why did you send me this?"
No, because I was watching the show, and you were talking about them not getting paid, and I was like, yeah, they do get paid, and this was my showing you that each house guest, the longer they're there each week, they get paid. So it's like a stipend. They get $1,000, and then the farther you make it, you get bonus money. and then the winner gets, $750,000. There's America's favorite player. I was just showing you the
you
amount.
do understand everything you watch is Jay loves the WWE. Everything you watch is the WWE.
Yeah, I feel like this is like some spread or something.
They all get paid to do the nonsense.
Right.
So here we go. It's set up. This is all rehearsed. This is a real competition, Mike. Trust me. And if you watch the finale, you would know that the people that got blindsided, they didn't know it was a secret alliance, and the black folks stuck together and they made it. That's why I wanted you to watch. That's why I hit you up like, yo, the finale is popping.
Jay,
Tune in.
These are nobodies who are now getting checks, and they're gonna follow a script.
Big Brother's not a script.
Am I bugging right now?
It's
a bunch of nobodies.
But this is not a script.
It's a bunch of nobodies.
Like any other reality show, they all
if they decide I'm gonna pay you this stipend and you're gonna get paid, you're gonna go along with the program. Like what? Why is that hard to understand?
Jay Black.
Big Brother is not fake.
Good morning, Tim.
It is not fake. It is not
wrestling fake,
Mike. They are not.
No. Just answer that. Answer that question.
Wrestling has real moves, real stuff. You can really get injured with doing wrestling.
Is it set up? Do they know who's going to win before they happen?
Plan the script related
no. They
to
know who.
The
before they get in the ring,
characters are formed.
They know who's going to win, and characters are formed just like Big Brother. What you just described was Big Brother.
Oh my gosh, Jay Black.
Well, you really think that
I can't? Not this morning. Not this morning.
No,
if you don't think that it's not scripted,
y'all don't watch it.
Jay is so
y'all don't
gullible.
watch. Y'all don't watch.
So
that's what
gullible.
it is. Y'all don't watch. Y'all don't watch. I
can't believe that you have gotten sucked into the scripted shows.
Joe Frazier's son was on there.
Listen, it's not about whether it's scripted. It's about whether it's a good show. It's a good show. They got you caught up, but they know who's going to win. Do you really think CBS executives are going to really freelance this?
Yes. They don't know who you're going to vote for. That's why you have these shows and you have these they don't know. So you're saying from the very beginning of the show, when 16 people enter a house, this is going to happen. You're going to leave this. You're going to leave second. You're going to leave that. Then we're going to leave you 6 together, and y'all going to have the secret alliance.
It's called a TV show.
You're bugging. And then at the end, y'all got to vote for a winner. So you're going to vote for this one. You're going to vote for that one.
Look how caught up he is.
You're bugging. I watch the shows every season.
Hey, what network TV show isn't scripted?
Mike, reality TV is reality. So just like MTV's The Challenge. So I guess that's scripted too. So when they had these competitions, and then the production has full reign over every aspect. Survivor, full aspect. They running everything down to the fire making challenge, down to this, down to that. Everything they know from the beginning.
Yes, they have $1 million budgets with 50, 60, 70, 100 employees who have to do this. It's on CBS, Mike. Yes, it's on CBS. Nothing is left to luck.
I'm not.
You think it became a black? You think that Big Brother became a highly influenced black thing after Black Lives Matter by coincidence?
Coinkydinks.
That's why they put more black people in the house. They had a new casting director, because before it was been only 2 black people, or one or 2 if you're lucky.
So now are you saying the pattern?
More black people. No, it's still no.
You just answered your question.
But you have to, once you have that many racist aspects related around the show, you're going to put more minorities in there. You're going to put more people.
There wasn't more minorities when Rodney King got beat. There wasn't more minorities when other people died, when Trayvon Martin was killed, but they set it up so they had a black cookout. Are you that naive that you don't think?
I'm very that naive. If you want me to believe that CBS planned every last eviction from the Big Brother, and this is all scripted from beginning to the end, absolutely, because a lot of the challenges are luck. It's literally luck of the draw. if I'm rolling the ball, you can't just magically say, you know what,
Did
we're
it
gonna
happen
have this
live?
physical challenge.
Did it happen
Yes,
live?
a lot of the challenges are live. Yes.
Oh, that's what they told you it was
yes,
live.
and then it's on the live feeds at that. There's literally, I got caught up watching live feeds when they wasn't even on the air. Yeah. You can watch behind the scenes cameras, like in your house right now. I can watch you. Yes, it's legit, and you can watch challenges on there. You can watch them live on TV. You're watching these things as they play out. So it's not a scripted show to that degree. You're bugging.
Jay, there is no such thing as an unscripted show on TV. There is no such thing. There's no such thing.
Reality show with physical competitions. If you swimming,
Jay, there is no such thing as an unscripted show on CBS. They're not taking a chance, and they dictate everything. But okay, God bless. Go ahead. Just send me your IG. I'm glad you wasn't on IG Live saying that. That was so.
Oh goodness!
Right? He believes this really just is coincidental. Like it's just coincidental. Okay. All right. Cool. Got you. Now, mind you, this same guy who's arguing the same thing about wrestling.
But Shawn, Jay Black is not an 11-year-old impressionable kid, so he should know better.
Dog, he sits there with radio with us for years. He sits there with radio with us for years.
Big Brother's not fake.
For years. Send the IG, y'all.
Big Brother's
for
not
years,
fake.
radio lies to you all the time. All the time, radio lies to y'all. And he was part of it. He was one of the best.
Big Brother ain't fake.
That is hilarious. All right, come on. So we can go to this teacher pushing a kid. They brought the kid in the room, and he pushed it. He should get punched in his face because that was just disrespectful. That was ridiculous. Then we got Spank, the comedian from the Plastic Cup Boys. We got that clip. We can talk about the Plastic Cup Boys. We got Ray J having a Brandy tattoo, which I thought was weird. Then I realized it's Randy, and it's Ray J and Brandy and
Brandy's brother.
Yeah, and it's all nonsense. Like it's not the same thing as me putting my sister on my arm. It's all just something. The what was it? What's that called? Something bait. Clickbait. It's just nothing but clickbait to show his arm.
I wonder if it was henna or if it was actually real.
I mean, it didn't look like a bad tattoo.
Mike, you need proof of Jay Black about Big Brother. Yeah, I need proof, Mike, that Mike trying to say Big Brother is fake and they fraud and they set everything up from the door.
If y'all think I'm gonna waste my breath on,
because you can't prove it, because Big Brother is not fake. 16 people living in the house.
No, it's not fake. No, that's
it's
real.
Not.
That's real.
If I didn't
16
watch
people, everything you say is just like a contract. 16 people living in the house. Yeah, they're gonna let 16 people live in the house, not have control over them. Yeah, you're right. You got it.
No, they don't have control over the competitions and who's going to win and setting us up week after week.
Oh, who creates the competitions?
Please.
There's a guy whose job is it that creates the competition.
And a lot of the competitions repeat year after year. For them, a lot of them are the same. So from this season to that season.
Who tallies the votes? Who tallies the votes?
What do you mean? The people. So if all of us are right here on it, talent is us. It's by your vote. Your vote.
Who counts the numbers?
The TV counts is when you say it on TV.
We don't even have an election where we don't believe people tally the votes, and you believe CBS gave you the vote?
No, you're saying your vote, Mike. If I'm saying, Mike, who do you want to vote to kick out? You'll say.
So how do we know it's real?
Say Jeanette, because you're saying it live on camera.
And they tell somebody to say something.
So you're going to vote for this person. You're going to vote for that. So
yes.
No, there's not.
Yes.
There's not.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid, Jay Black.
No.
Jesus Christ.
I need to get somebody like Kelly J said, let's get Tiffany on the show. Yeah, I tried to look for her IG page yesterday. I saw so many fake pages. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of these Big Brother people on the past or this last season.
And what they gonna say, Jay? What they gonna say?
Mike, he gonna say, CBS told them to say this.
What they gonna say, Jay? When the radio told you to make believe we were giving out concert tickets, did you do it?
Making believe, giving out concert tickets,
and setting up
fake callers and fake skits and all that stuff. All of that stuff.
It's the same thing. It's just visual.
It's not, Mike. It's different.
Whenever
It's
somebody
different.
just says it's different, that's what it's
It's different. It's different. Big
That's
Brother
a
had
woman
their
said he's
finale
different.
last night.
No,
They
he
crowned
hit
the
me,
winner.
but it's different. No, it's not different.
J
It is.
Black.
I'm not the best person when it comes to trying to argue a point of common sense, but the reality is,
Don't be
the Big
saying
Brother.
we ain't got common sense.
If
Common
y'all,
sense should tell you
if
the
y'all
shit is
watch the
scripted.
show, you would see and understand.
Dog.
It's
Everything
individuals
is
voting live. Those competitions are like, these are things. There, a lot of it is about luck and
That's even
chance
better.
when you're doing a competition. So like, there's no way that the ball just happened on a
Dog.
no.
Everybody edits everything. There's nothing that doesn't get edited. They
J
know
Black,
the
you are a
result.
producer.
Congrats to the first black winner of Big Brother US.
J Black,
won, took over.
you are a producer, so you know.
I know what I'm watching is not scripted. I know what I'm watching. I'm watching from day one all the way through the whole season, live feed. I know this is not scripted.
Nothing happens
Production
by.
has planned
No,
out from
do
the
you
beginning of the
understand?
season.
In order for them to have a winner, they have to have a plan to promote the winner. They have to know what the angle is to actually market the winner afterwards, to go through all the talk shows. They have to know the finalists so they can have different stories on the finalists, and they can actually take everybody to Good Morning America, to Today's Show, to all the shows. They have to have a background. They have to know what the whole lead
So
up.
you talking about the auditioning tape with the backstory for them deciding who's being on the show?
Everything.
So you audition, you sending in your audition tape, they're vetting you to know who's going to be, who would be good for TV, who would be that personality, who would be this athlete, who would be this person of color, who would be the blonde, who would be the surfer dude.
And before they even started taping, they said, you know what? In the climate that we are in America, we need to have a black winner. And we need to have black people on here, because in the climate, we need to have that.
The climate has been there. The climate has been there for years, Mike. We've been needing a black winner. Like you brought up Rodney King. There's always been opportunities.
And they decided CBS, they were like, we have to make it happen.
Mike, you're bugging. But
Tiffany's
I guess
going
we
to
can
be
move
bigger
on.
than most of them. Yeah,
Tiffany was one of the. No, not Tiffany Haddish. She's talking about Tiffany. I know Tiffany from who won.
Tiffany Haddish has also been on CBS.
I was text messaging. I had my wife text message. We was text messaging so Tiffany could win America's Favorite House Guest. I'm all in. I'm sending text messages and all, voting for my favorite player. That's the problem. You all that part we don't see the votes. We trust in CBS. But that portion for them, giving them $50,000.
But you all in on something. Why are you all in and don't understand that it's all about ratings? You do understand that, right?
Good content for any show.
It's all about
you believe that this is scripted and Mo going along with this is just. I'm gonna leave it alone.
So J Black, I've had the privilege of going through being on a show for a month, and I watched what they did with the winners. I watched how they managed us on the show, and everything is controlled. There is nothing that happens by happenstance or left to an uncontrollable variable on television. I'm telling you from experience, it's not.
And have you ever watched Big Brother? Have you ever watched the live episodes when they have live competitions?
I watched it just because you brought it up, but I wasn't watching it before you even said anything, because I didn't even know people watched Big Brother.
$1 billion industry is not letting things happen by circumstance. No. It doesn't happen in America. And as a black man, you should know this. Nothing happens by coincidence. It's all manipulated, it's all carved, and it's all entertainment. Now, if you enjoy the show, that's great. You should enjoy the show, but it's nothing but the WWE. The most honest man in America is Vince McMahon, because that's what TV is. It's all premeditated, all of it.
And the participants, they bring it to life,
and they sign their lives away that they can never say nothing about it. So if you think that you guys got a winner and it was just by circumstance and coincidence, okay.
It was just
so you said all reality. So when Dr. Smith won Beat Shazam, that was scripted. Dr. Smith was scripted.
No, that's a game show.
That's a game.
Okay, that's a game show. That's a game show. Okay. So all they got to do is get the right answers, the wrong answers, the right answers, the wrong answer. It's
so
a game show.
Jeopardy is different as well because
it's a game show.
Okay.
Because you can Google the right answers.
Okay. You got your thoughts, and I'm standing firm. Big Brother is real deal. I'm really going to research to find somebody from Big Brother. I'm going to find. I don't care if it was season 1. I'm going to find somebody.
You have one thing about you that is a flaw. When you get into something, you are blinded. Once you get into something, it is the end all be all of everything. Like you lose all your skill set as a producer for major morning shows, and you literally forget everything that you've done. Like you know this. If you did the show yourself, Big Brother, you would not allow that just to happen by circumstance. If you had the budget of like $50 million, you'd be like, no, we got to make sure we know who's about to win. We got to make sure how we're going to make it happen. But we still got to make the audience believe that it just happened.
Miss Ken too said NDAs are real. Miss Ken, NDAs are real for reality TV. Big Brother is also a real show. The live vote and evictions are real. The live competitions are real. Mike he's somewhere else, but I digress.
Oh, you're the only one who's somewhere else. Your square is the only. Everybody else understands.
I'm gonna find somebody, and even with the NDA, we can be able to see.
Oh my goodness, Jay Black, I don't know what to do with you sometimes.
I watch live feeds, I watch live votes, I watch live competitions. You just can't. It's luck of the draw. It's luck of the draw.
What y'all want to do?
Good morning, Shelly.
Teacher pushes the kid.
Oh, you want to go serious? You can go serious.
You want to do a Spank comedian? You want to do Spank comedian Spank who's been on the show?
Shout out to Spank.
So singing competition like American Idol, Big Brother. What's more real? Yeah, so many. All right, I'm not gonna feed.
Jay Black.
No, I'm so wherever you want to go, we can go. I mean, because there was the daycare where it was a daycare worker that was on camera. Actually, it was another one just happened. I saw yesterday in the news too surface. Daycare worker. Actually, we have a video where he ended up pushing as parents, we really don't know when our kids leave our homes. And I think this is some of the fears. As parents, we don't know. So when we leave our kids at school or with daycare workers, we always wonder in the back of our mind, and we hope and pray that everything is legit, and you try to talk to the kids. But this young lady was nonverbal, the young girl, and the daycare worker ended up being physical. And there was another person that watched it happen that also did not speak up in this matter. So here's the clip. So people on IG is not going to be able to see this, Mike. Here's the clip.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
What appears to be a seemingly normal start for this preschool classroom quickly turned chaotic.
Get out of here.
Former teacher James Cialino had been watching 10 kids in his class back in June when a 4-year-old girl left the room with another class. Jennifer Miller, the teacher of the other class, brings the child back into Cialino's classroom, and then he pushes her to the ground. Miller watched it all happen and proceeds to shut the door and leave.
So they end up charging both of them, the one that didn't report it, what they saw, and they charged the singing aid with assault. So I know I wanted your thoughts on that.
So shift the gears. I share this all the time. My son is on the autism spectrum, and for me, he was nonverbal for quite some time. And so when I sent him to daycare, I was really, really reluctant. I was paranoid. I did my research and I found one that I can actually log on and watch him. And I found myself logging on more. Yeah, I logged on and I kept it open because I needed to see what was going on. That is unacceptable. And not that the baby had to do anything for the man to push her or shove her.
That's what Mike wanted to know. Mike wanted to know what happened before that. What did that child do before that? Because that's what Mike was saying. But go ahead.
But what kind of human being? And let's take that off the table because he's clearly, that fat bastard. You push somebody down. Like as soon as the little girl walked in the door, he pushed her down. What possessed her? And why, as a woman, I mean, I don't know if she got kids, but like human nature kicks in. She couldn't say anything. She couldn't come in and pick the girl back up and say, I'll take her. Anything. Wow. She deserved to get caught up in that and go to jail or whatever's going to happen to her.
They should all be prosecuted. Both of them.
What, Mike? You don't want to know what the girl did prior to that? Because that's what happened with the boy that got hit. You want to know what happened prior in the video.
The boy that got hit? What are you talking about? Talking about
the little boy that got punched by the guy, the security guard or whatever, the hall monitor. You want to know what did he do prior to that? You want to know what happened prior as a parent. So you're not asking what happened prior?
It was another black. First of all, calm down, because you're in your bag right now.
I'm just upset about.
He's still upset about Big Brother. That's all he's upset about, and I'm not even in that zone. I did not defend the guy who punched the kid. I was asking what did the kid say so I would know as a parent what happened. That's all. That was a high school kid. This is a child who got pushed down. Two different situations.
No, he wasn't high school. It was middle school. But go ahead.
But okay, even in this clip,
whoa. Let me calm Slappy down. He is so adamant today, and I don't know what has got him all riled up on whatever. It was a middle school kid who was talking shit, and the black man who was trying to do his job was wrong. And I said he was wrong multiple times. Mm-hmm. This is a black child being pushed in, and a white guy and a white woman pushed this black little girl in there, and she gets pushed down to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Right.
There are two different things between a black man trying to be a mentor and take the wrong route to another black child. Trying to actually see how we can, and he was wrong. I said he was wrong. This is a kid, a child, being pushed by a white girl, a black girl, and then the fat ass white dude pushes her down. They should both go to jail. So your comparison makes no sense.
Well, it does, because your first instinct wanted to know what happened prior. I didn't know if that was just saying.
No, because you asked me as a parent, would I want to know what was said before? And I said, yes, I do want to know. And I still got problems with the guy who did that to the young black kid. But I want to know the whole story.
So do you want to know this whole story? You want to know this?
No, I don't want to know the whole story because the girl is a child. She can't explain. She can't even explain her side of the story. But I think by watching it with your own eyes, you should know that.
I'm just wondering your perspective.
I mean, in this case, especially with, like I said, I have I have zero tolerance for people who do things to people who are nonverbal. And his fat ass just turned back around and started singing. So I'm not sure if he did it in because I need to see the clip again, whether he did it in a group of like with kids, if he was doing something and she brought him to the class, the little girls to the classroom, and he didn't feel like being bothered, or maybe because she's always making noise. Again, not that any of that matters for the fact of him pushing her down. He deserves his ass beat.
He deserves his ass beat.
Yeah. And it looked like the teacher that brought her in pushed her too. Like, you deal with this.
They both deserve somebody to run up in their mouth. And little fat boy is scared of everybody in the world. That's why he's working with little kids.
And you wonder why people come up to the school. And I'm not condoning for all my educators before y'all say anything, but you wonder why parents come up to the school wilding out, ready to F something up. This is a clear case of why that happens.
And you know, it's something that needs to be handled, and somebody needs to see him at some point when he's getting his Slurpee at the 7-Eleven and catch him walking out.
Slurpee.
Yeah, so he
needs to bust him right in his mouth.
Absolutely.
Kathy, the school name is on the building, Kathy, if you Google it.
Yes, it
Good morning to you.
What appears to be a seemingly normal start for this preschool classroom quickly turned chaotic.
Get out of here.
Former teacher James Ciolino had been watching 10 kids in his class back in June when a 4-year-old girl left the room with another class.
Wait, did
Good morning to you.
What appears to be a seemingly normal start for this preschool classroom quickly turned chaotic.
Get out of here.
Former teacher James Cialino had been watching 10 kids in his class back in June when a 4-year-old girl left the room with another class. Jennifer Miller, the teacher of the other class, brings the child back into Cialino's classroom and then he pushes her to the ground. Miller watched it all happen and proceeds to shut the door and leave.
And not only that, he said, "Get out of here."
Get out of here.
Like she was interrupting their morning meeting because he was singing the "Good Morning to You" song. Normally, y'all got
interrupt
kids.
his song, huh?
Yeah, y'all got kids. Y'all know morning meeting is important.
I think we need to do research on his fat ass, and I think we need to get his social media.
Y'all talking about canceling somebody? That's who need to be canceled.
James something. What was his name?
We need to research him and put pressure on and see if we can make something happen because he really deserves to just because a dude like that, it just takes 2 punches for him to be crying and be in tears because
one is to the gut.
And the other thing is like I don't want to say it, but he's obviously never mind. Right. He's obviously gay. And it's just like y'all like
get out of here.
Some gay guys get away with so much more than a heterosexual man who would have done that. There would have been cops surrounding that building. My wife and I introduce ourselves to all the kids' teachers. Yes, and well, you should. Letting them know how much we care. And yes, well, you should. I know it changes how they address our kids. And yes,
absolutely.
Because if they know your face is there, just like my girls in high school, everybody in that front office already knows my name and Stacy's name, and it goes down and it could pop off at any minute because we start from the beginning. He is a man that pushed a female little girl. Yes, Kelly J.
Well, I mean, and I don't care if they call me the angry black female coming up to my son's school, because that's what they label us if we express our concerns a little bit in a assertive tone. Is the angry black female stereotype. But I asked my son, and this needs to be a part of your conversation with your child every day. And thank God that he's more verbal than what he was then. Was everybody nice to you? Did anybody say anything or do anything wrong to you? We do this every day when he get in the car. Was the kids nice and was the teachers nice? Yes, mom. Okay, because I'll come up there and whoop somebody's ass, right? And he'd be like, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. But I need him to know, can't nobody scare you. Can't nobody scare you into not telling your mother what's going on at school.
I think we need to all have like one of the police cams on all the police. There needs to be one attached to your kids' clothes that you can have.
That's a good idea.
That can't be shaken off so that you can see everything that's going on at all.
I do the tracker thing, but yeah, camera. That's interesting.
That's a good idea. Yeah, I do have the tracker, but that's a good idea.
So that you can just click on and be like, okay, all right, this is what's going on. So I can run up on Fat Boy and United. Oh, all right. So I mean, we all agree that this should be handled, and we hope.
And we don't need backstory. We all agree on this one that we don't need any backstory. Okay, that's good.
I don't care what happened. I don't care if the little girl stepped on his toe, spit on his toe. I don't care what happened. The fact is, she is under 4. Had to be 4 years old? Under 4,
like 3 or 4 years old,
and nonverbal. And even if she had the mouth of a 20-year-old, keep your hands, your little chubby, little fat hands to yourself.
Yeah. And that's what we saw. Imagine what we didn't see.
Come up here and whoop his ass.
Imagine what we didn't see, which wasn't caught on camera.
Right. And if he did that in front of another staff person, like it was very, like he's used to it. That's not his first time at the rodeo.
They were both sweaty white people. They were both sweaty, fat ass white people.
Sweaty white people.
The bitch that brought the kid in was a sweaty bitch. It kills me when y'all sweaty ass mother sit up there trying to get mad because y'all can't keep up with kids just because y'all can't breathe when y'all take 3 steps.
Get out.
That's what your problem is. Y'all mad because y'all trying to chase a kid and your cardio ain't right because y'all fat and nasty, smelling like cholesterol all the time. And now y'all pushing kids because you ain't got no agility.
The agility.
Sloppy bitch. You ain't got no agility.
That's a good word. The word for the day.
Play the
No
sloppy bitch. Why?
agility.
Look at her triple X t-shirt that she has on when she pushes the kid. All sweaty. Look.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
What appears to be a seemingly normal start for this preschool classroom quickly turned chaotic.
Get out of here.
Former teacher James Ciolino had been watching 10 kids in his class back in June when a 4-year-old girl left the room with another class. Jennifer Miller, the teacher of the other class, brings the child back into Ciolino's classroom and then he pushes her to the ground. Miller watched it all happen and proceeds to shut the door and leave.
Jennifer Miller. So
Google
Jennifer Miller and James Ciolino or something. Jennifer Miller should come right up. Yeah,
Jennifer Miller, Google that fat sloppy bitch.
The agility part was
the fact that she just shut the door.
The fact that in 4 years that little girl will be able to bust your ass. That's what y'all be scared of. That in 4 years that girl, when she turned in 4 years, she's 9 or 10 years old, will be able to bust your sloppy Roseanne Barr ass.
I hope her mom, uncle, granny, auntie, cousins, somebody come and whoop both of their ass. Put them hands on them.
Beat your ass and put some shampoo. Put some conditioner in that raggedy dog hair, bitch.
Man.
Yeah, y'all. Look, she need Uncle Mike. She need Uncle Mike to come up there.
Man, listen. It is proven that white teachers treat black children different in regular classes. So autistic children. No, it's the scariest thing ever to have your kid locked up with these motherfuckers.
We trust them. We trust them with our kids every day. Every day we trust them.
And that's why I don't play no games with my son.
And that's why you got to threaten their life in the beginning. You got to give them the ice cream in the beginning. But this is why black parents and Hispanic parents, when you do stuff that is just ignorant for no reason, y'all mess it up for the parents who are really looking out for their kids. When your ass is just walking up there with a white beater and your titties is hanging all out and you're wilding out and you sit up there walking out with your booty shorts, we can't take you seriously.
Now, if something went to my head, I was thinking, do you think there's a black father involved and is only like, I wonder if the black dad is in that child's life or involved with the schooling. Did that change things when they know that's that black guy is there to support?
It's not the black guy that you got to be worried about. It's the mama bear that you got to be worried about.
No, but they scared. But let's be real. When a black man or a Hispanic man shows up, that fat white boy ain't doing that shit because he knows there's a father coming up to pick that kid up.
True. But I think that they play on the fact that the kid is nonverbal and who's going to tell, because that must be the culture of that learning center, that they do stuff like that and nobody says anything.
But Tam agrees with Kelly. She said there needs to be more schools for kids with autism. They do have that, and they got autism supports as well. So they have those designated people just to support. So I don't know if she's nonverbal. Yeah, I wonder if that was her aid. If that was her.
If professionals are working with kids with autism, that's what you're telling me, right?
I'm sorry.
If this school is working with kids with autism, that's what you're telling me. That the video that
obviously, because the girl was nonverbal, so obviously there has to have autism. Well, I don't know if they got autism.
No, that's not true. So if you're at a learning center and it's not a school per se, or it's a preschool or a daycare, then no, they may not have autism support. They may have someone there that has an aide or somebody that comes in from an outside agency. That's not always true. I'm going to look up the school because I would like to know where the hell this is and what type of curriculum base that they have. I don't care if it was a mainstream classroom. Nowhere should that happen to any little kid.
Let me explain to y'all something. These daycares, man, I know this from ultra experience. If y'all think these professionals that are getting hired to work at these daycares are getting some type of elaborate background check and are being, y'all are wilding.
Not even training, because for an age you get like 1 day training and then you may get like here and there little tweaks, but you are not an expert.
Let me explain
with children with autism at all.
When I put my oldest daughter in daycare, my mom was so worried. My mom went and got a job at the daycare place that I put the child, that I put Monty into the daycare. Then Stacy, my fiance, got a job at the daycare. So all three of my kids who went to this daycare place, there was my mom and their mom, my mom and their mom working there. That's how much we don't trust you, mother, at all.
I drive my son 40 minutes from our home to go to an autism-based school. And I go 40 minutes to go pick him up because it's a school with with staff that you have to have a certain level of training, and there's constant training. You have to have certain certifications to even work there, to work with the children. So for me, I'm sorry. And even if he came home and he said something happened that I even questioned, I'm up there. We having a meeting. We having a face-to-face. We on the phone, FaceTime, whatever happens. But I have a zero tolerance for people who mistreat people who are autistic or who can't even fight for themselves. Children, period.
Kids off limits.
Kids are off limits.
All right, let's take a break. Steven Jackson canceled his marriage because there was no prenup. God bless him.
Yeah, we talked about that. We hit on that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Spank the comedian talks about Cat Williams coming at Kevin Hart.
Shout out to Spank, friend of the show.
And United Airlines has finally fired people for not taking the vaccine.
Very interesting. I know. I just applied there.
Welcome to America, people.
Benefits.
Well, no, I ain't mad. Like,
I want the benefits.
We're gonna go to break, but
you said you just applied. I just caught that. You said you just applied. That's smart.
No,
they got 593 openings. No. You need a job.
Every time I'm sitting there, when I'm sitting on a plane, I've been on so many planes. I know exactly what the flight attendants have to do, and I'm like, even though it's not, I'm sure it's not a perfect job, but at the end of the day, once you get done cleaning and you bring that tray and you do the presentation in the beginning and you ask somebody for the emergency room seats,
you sit your ass down.
And once you tell everybody about the mask, you sit down and you chill and you get to fly for free. And I'm sitting there going like, yo, this is not a bad job. Like, for real. And I'm in the gym. I'm chilling. Now, I almost said unfortunately, but it's not unfortunate. Most of the guys who work on there are gay. I don't give a damn. I'm good. Right. Cause I'm gonna wear my I want my shirts to fit just like they shirts. Cause I'm vain. I'm in the gym, damn it.
You need them to fit extra medium, extra tight. You can show every ripple.
Yes, I want my cut too. I want everything cut up. I want y'all to see what this flaming heterosexual is all about. I'm not mad at it. Like, that is really not a bad job. Like, I wish I would have known about this job early in the game.
Delta's hiring, United's hiring, and a lot of these you could work from home. Customer service, plug up your stuff and work from home.
Hell yeah,
and still fly free.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. You know what? We'll just start with the United Airlines. Fired unvaccinated people, not chubby people. Remember back in the day, it was like if you're a certain weight, you get X'd out. No, now is you don't get the jab. That word, the jab, is hilarious. If you don't get the jab, United Airlines ain't messing with you. Now, if you don't get the jab, you could always work in Spirit. I don't know that for a fact. I just want to say it. Like,
Spirit for everybody.
All right, y'all. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. We'll be back in like 4 minutes. Yeah, y'all.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
First of all, let me just explain Jay Black. Jay Black, he went to the Penn Relays when he was like in the 7th or 8th grade.
Yep.
And then after that, he started stealing cars.
Oh. I went through a phase as a teenager, Claudia. You get with the wrong crowd. You get with the wrong crowd, and you pick up bad behaviors, and you see fast money, and you think that's the road to go, and then you learn. You hit 18, you become adult.
No, Claudia.
You're good.
I love when you try to downplay Grand Theft Auto because I gave this guy.
We got to get back to this track thing, but real quick, Claudia, you don't understand. Jay Black actually stole a car. And when he kept it so long, he changed the oil on the bitch.
No, it wasn't oil. It was
you did change the oil. Oh, he got the brakes changed. And mind you, he still had the pliers in the ignition to turn the bitch on. So he literally took the car to get the brakes changed with with the pliers in the ignition and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need the front brakes changed." This is
it was just that one car. That one car was really special, and I kept it longer than I should have. I was foolish, Claudia. You live and you learn. That was dumb. I know.
So you're very considerate and responsible carjacker.
Yes, I want to make sure I'm safe on the road. I don't want to cause it. Yes, you understood me as a kid.
His inspection sticker on the stolen car, on his defense, was up to date. Like
I gotta say it. There's black people and then there's niggas, and right now, you giving me N-word.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
This is where it goes, Mike. Let me explain. When you are mentally addicted to alcohol or any substance, your brain now has been brainwashed. Your brain has now been brainwashed to believe that you cannot function without this drug in your system. Nothing. There's nothing you can do. You can't watch sports without alcohol. You can't go to work without alcohol. You can't have sex without alcohol. You can't go to your daughter's recitals without alcohol. You can't go to a wedding without alcohol. You can't go to court without alcohol. You can't meet with your lawyer without alcohol. Your brain is now trained. You have to have liquor in your system. But technically, at that point, it's a lie. You've just been tricked that you can't function until you become physically addicted to alcohol. That's when it's showtime. See, because mental is just a belief. When you become physically addicted to alcohol, now this is a fact. Your ass better have a certain amount of liquor in your system at all times. Your body don't play no games. Your body's like, I wish you would try and go more than 3.5 hours without some liquor in your system. Mike, go ahead, Mike, try me. Go ahead, let's see what happens. You know what's gonna happen, Mike. You think the last shakes were bad? Or we gonna make them shakes turn into convulsions? We might break you down and your legs will be too weak for you to walk up a flight of steps. That shaking and shivering. Oh, we got the good one for you too, Mike. You know when you get to the liquor store and your hand is shaking so bad you can't put that debit card in the machine? And you don't even know how embarrassing this is until the clerk puts your hand and steadies it and puts it in there. Oh, Mike, don't play with me.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top.
Yeah. Happy Thursday. Happy Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show Day. It goes down tonight to Arlington Improv. It's Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Jay Black. He went and got the brakes changed. I'm done. Yes.
Oh,
Kelly,
I'm still in the car.
That's a real story.
I was young, Kelly. Don't hold me to that. When you're 18, you do foolish things at 18.
That's the person I take advice from. That's the person I actually take advice from. Girl, that's my favorite story. Kelly J TV about Jay. Man, listen.
That was foolish. It's one of my foolish moments of my life that I'll never forget. Putting brakes on a stolen car.
All right, Mo, get on IG Live.
Real true.
And we'll rock out. Tonight goes down. You want your tickets, tap the link in my bio. Hello, my name is Jared Riley, and I'm seeing 11:11 daily and having ringing in my ears since 2017.
Oh, maybe. Does he get ready for the psychic? Because the psychic coming up.
Ridge. What's his name?
Dexter. So we got Dexter.
No.
Kendrick
The actual person with the comment. What the?
Jared Riley.
Is that Jared? Jareg? Is that? Am I right, Mo?
Oh, it's Jared on there, but Jared in the comment. Jared Riley in the comment.
Oh, hello. My name. He said 11 since 11:11.
Make a wish.
I've been having ringing in my ear since 12. Okay. Are you asking us? Like, are you just making?
No, he's waiting. He's probably waiting for that psychic to come on, and we got the psychic coming up in about 25 minutes or so. So he's probably getting his questions in now. He's getting ready for the psychic.
And Kelly said that ringing be real. Kelly, you got ringing in your ear too?
I guess they got the gift. They got the gift.
Is that a gift to have ringing in your ear?
Yeah, that whole psychic ability and tapping in, that is a gift. So yeah, I guess that's a sign.
So that's a symptom to having the gift?
Not a symptom.
He just be saying shit. Like he's like,
Mo, you muted, Mo. They said you muted. I don't know.
Ringing in your ear could be anything. Jay Black. What?
It's something from the supernatural. You're connected to the
not
spirits.
always.
Like, ringing in your ear. You got the gift. No, you got ringing in your ear.
Again, that's a sign for so many damn things. That don't mean that you connected to a higher power.
He's an idiot.
They say, Jesus. Why? You got ringing in your ear.
You got ringing in your ears.
You got some ringing in your ear. What?
Well, either way,
and Kelly got ringing in her ear too. Get that check. Go to a doctor.
Yes.
It only happens during certain moments. See, at certain times that it happens.
Well, go to the doctor and stop putting your hand on people's foreheads talking about I see. Stop.
Dexter will explain. Yes, Kelly. We're Dexter.
Kelly, stop putting that much pressure on Dexter. I got a pain in my heart. Dexter, explain it. No, it's a heart attack. Get your ass to the doctor.
Yes.
Jeanette said, forget all that. She with them United Airlines firing the people. She trying to apply. What's the age to be a flight attendant?
I would assume 18, but probably 21 is safer. Sounds scripted to me. The psychic has the answer. Stacey Mitchell. Sounds scripted to me. We done set it all, but we ain't got the budget to set anything up right now. Don't get it effed up when we do.
Listen.
When we do.
That budget hit.
So United Airlines fired people for not taking the vaccination. It's a weird place that we are in the world right now that people are losing their jobs simply because they're not taking the vaccination. And I don't get it because I don't want to get it. You know what they do? They make it exhausting to talk about this because we talk about it over and over and over and over. If I have the vaccination, I can still get it. So what the hell? So shouldn't we just be testing all the time? Like, shouldn't we just be testing all the time?
Some jobs are testing like every 3 days or once a week for their employees, and they're not putting that mandate of having the vaccine in order to keep your job.
How much y'all want to bet that the pharmaceutical companies can make as much money off of the test as they do off the vaccine that we'd be testing every day before we go to work?
Oh, absolutely. And don't think that may come after all of the vaccines that they have purchased are off the shelves. That might be the next thing.
But it said something about pregnant women was dying at a rapid rate from the airlines, and they wanted to protect the pregnancy of the women that's on their flights. And
I need to see the evidence-based study on that. What?
Yeah, I saw that as part of their reasoning for letting people go. Believe they're not wanting to take the back. They just want vaccinated people to be around all of their passengers that's flying to make it safe for you guys. It's like, Mike, when you get on an airplane, don't you feel more comfortable to know that everyone on that plane is vaccinated?
No, because it's only helping them. It's not so much to protect other people. It's to protect you. What?
I don't feel.
So you wouldn't care if the employees aren't vaccinated.
Dog, I'm about to do a show. I'm about to do a sold out show at a comedy club tonight, and nobody's gonna have a mask. There's gonna be like a small percentage of people that have masks on.
Vaccinated and non-vaccinated.
Nobody's getting checked before they come into the comedy club. This is why the consistency.
It's not consistent.
Jen Pearl said she worked remote and her job still made them vaccinated.
She works remote. Like, this is the biggest scam in the history of the world. They like really have promoted this. I get tested remotely 3 times a week at my job, but you can test every day if you choose. Yes. Like, I don't understand why we just get tested. If we're really that worried about it, instead of firing people, if we're really that worried about it, if I'm the president, I go like, okay, so everybody, if you're not going to get vaccinated, you have to be tested every day.
That's annoying, which eventually you'll probably say, I forget it. Let me get this vaccine. I'm like doing this every day.
Okay, so it's annoying. Okay.
Stall them out, Debo.
you got to put your seatbelt on every day. Everybody thought that was annoying when it first happened. I don't get why.
Somebody Mo, you got yours down? I think we sent you down.
Yes, mine is all the way down. It's all the way down. Mm-hmm.
All right. So
seatbelt saves lives, just like the vaccine allegedly is saving lives. You're less likely to die.
Seatbelts save the lives of the people who are in the seatbelt. The same as the vaccine. It helps the person who gets it, not the people who are around you.
As long as you acknowledge, you're less likely to die, though, right, Mo? Is that confirmed? You agree with that?
That's not true. There are people who are still dying on the vaccine.
No, I didn't say they wasn't dying. I said, are you less likely to die?
That's what they say.
Okay.
Right, no, it's why it's exhausting. The business bill, the 500 million shots just got ordered by the government. This is a money grab.
The booster shots.
It's so, to me, it's so obvious, but
seatbelts have been tested and proven to save lives.
I got to.
There you go, business bully. Mm-hmm.
You're always starting something.
No, but he be spitting facts.
Yeah. I tried to Google that. What is it? The natural immunity, and it is like a trigger word. So yeah, he's on to it. He was on to that.
Now they're trying to add the flu season's coming. So they caught on to everybody saying, "Yo, what happened to the flu last year? Like, why wasn't there a rush for everybody to get flu shots last year? Because they forgot." And now they totally forgot. They were like,
"Oh wow, we got so caught up with COVID."
And they were like, and somebody was. Then they started hearing people going like, "Well, what happened to the flu? I thought every year we're supposed to get these flu vaccinations. We're supposed to get these flu shots." So now sporadically they put in a flu little commercial that just pops up like out of nowhere because they forgot last year.
Right. The business bully said if a seatbelt malfunctions, you can sue the seatbelt manufacturers. You cannot sue Big Pharma if something happens to you behind taking one of these COVID shots.
Like all this stuff.
I can't sue Pfizer and I can't sue Moderna.
A great liar makes you doubt your common sense. Why can't I sue if I take this vaccine and it does something poorly to me?
Because it's temporarily approved by the FDA. Remember that. Temporarily.
It's all everything that I missed the 90s. I honestly miss like 1997.
I mean, the 90s, all you had to worry about was a condom because of that was the biggest thing.
And racism.
Yeah, racism has always been.
Yeah, it's just the good old. It's the good old days. Just the basic racist. There was no technology. We called each other, and
You won't worry about herpes and cold sores.
Whoa. Herpes. You was still worried about herpes.
No, everybody was worried about herpes and syphilis and all that other stuff.
You still worried about herpes.
And then nobody liked chlamydia. Like everybody overlooks chlamydia. Nobody liked that. Nobody likes chlamydia.
Crabs.
Nobody likes crabs. Where are the crab combs at the CVS? Where are the crab combs?
I don't think people get crabs anymore.
How? Where did crabs go?
Y'all had crab. I know y'all ain't gonna disclose all that.
Yeah, when I was 18, a girl said that she had crabs.
Okay.
And she said, I have crabs. And I was like, what? So I went to my doctor. And my doctor said, he checked. And he was like, you don't have crabs. Right? You don't have crabs. But before I went to the doctor, I set the appointment. There's a crab comb that you could go to CVS. And CVS, you have to put a shampoo. And mind you, this is before I have no hair in my private area. This is when I had hair.
Shampoo and skin.
Yes. So but back then I had hair. So you shampoo it and you took a comb. This is real life. And you took a comb and the crabs would come off the comb. So when I did it, yes.
What do they look like? What do they look like?
No, there was nothing there.
Or they just call them crabs.
They're little. They had the picture on the box. They're little things, and you pull them off. So when I went to the doctor, so I did that first. Then I went to my doctor's appointment to Dr. Cat. Dr. Cat said, you don't have crabs. And I was
they stuck to you like leeches or something?
Yes. But nobody has crabs no more. No, I'm saying this was look up the STD on your own. there's no crabs anymore. I'm like, did they make that shit up too?
Oh.
Because I did the whole thing, and the doctor was like, you don't have crabs. You would know, you would be itching. And I was like, I wasn't. They were like, were you itching? Was there redness? I said, no. She just said she did.
She was coming out lint balls. That wasn't crabs.
I moisturized my pubic hairs. That's all I did. I moisturized them.
Wow. All right.
Oh goodness.
STD, safe sex.
Oh my goodness.
No burning sensations.
I can remember my grandfather saying, yeah, sex out there, protect yourself. You're gonna get the clap.
Gonna get the clap. Business Bully said, what kind of questions stanks were you smashing, Mike? Shut up, Business Bully. The same Philly stanks that you was running up into.
Oh goodness.
And first of all, don't even call them stanks, because the stanks got it from somewhere.
Yes.
Moisturized.
It was a mutual thing. Guys was giving all that, but I was 18. I didn't even know. The doctor with that. That's what I love. This is why universal health care should be. My doctor, Dr. Katz, was like a therapist to me. Any problem he wasn't a urologist, but if I had any problem, if there was anything that I felt weird about, I would just be like, Dr. Katz, why is my left ball feeling a little heavier than my right? And he would be like, and he would check it out and be like, you're fine. Oh, whatever. Like, you need that relationship with your doctor.
Absolutely. Remember Dr. Kudapuff?
Dr. Kudapuff.
Kudapuff. Dr. Kenneth Williams, out in California now. He was my first doctor that I relaxed and I was able to have a whole full examination with, because my first doctor, my first OBGYN wasn't gentle. He pulled that speculum up. I was like, can you use the smaller one? He picked the biggest. He picked the biggest one. And so, Dr. Kudapuff told me he don't need all of that. And he was the best doctor. Remember we had him on the show?
All the time.
Yes.
Your first gynecologist hit you with the original jab.
Yes, he hit me with the... It was definitely... I was like, is there any lubrication for that thing? Can I get an extra lubrication, please?
Jesus, that is horrible.
Yeah, it was a horrible experience. Horrible.
God.
Terrible.
So where you want to pay off? You say you were talking about Spank next before the psychic comes up?
Before we get it is an old story, but play Spank for the Plastic Cup Boys. We've had them on the show.
Yeah.
And Cat Williams always had something with Kevin Hart, and Mike Epps has always had something with, and I love Mike Epps. Like I truly do.
Is this something that you comedians go through, like a
I'm not even on that level. So I've never gone through it except for local comedians who had stuff to say to me. But this is Spank talking about Cat Williams and Kevin Hart's beef.
Yeah. Hold on.
Damn, wait till Shawnee gets back.
I know. One more day.
These videos.
Yeah. So, in knowing that, what do you think his problem is with Kevin?
I don't know, man. I really don't know. I think that's what frustrates Kev, because he's like, yo, what is his deal with me, man? But from the outside looking in, I look at it as it got to be jealousy. Because I feel like Cat felt like he was there and Kev was on the come up, and then Kev just passed him.
Right.
That's all. But it wasn't Kev's fault that he passed him. It's your own fault, brother. You got to look yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the gist of it.
Wait, keep playing it. He said some other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually a quote you had put up kind of addressing this Cat Williams thing, and I'm going to read it real quick.
Was it Twitter? Oh, boy.
On Instagram. There is no comedian beef. It's just comedians talking shit about a comedian that's on top, and they feel some type of way. That is all.
Yeah, there's definitely no beef on Kev's side at all. You just don't understand why. Because you look at it as Dave Chappelle showed me love, Chris Rock showed me love, all the greats showed me love. So why Mike Epps and Cat Williams coming at me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, but you don't understand it, but it's all good. Like a lot of people come at him for no reason. Like I can name some names who met with Kev to talk to him, to get, some knowledge, to work on their game. And then after they left the meeting with Kev, they start talking shit about Kev. It's like, come on, bro, what are you doing? Like, what is all that about, bro? You came and met with me, have a convo, and then you go off and start talking trash about me. It's weird, man.
I think it comes with the position.
Yeah, that's true too.
So you good?
Interesting.
I don't know what y'all problem is with Kevin Hart. I honestly, and I hear comedians do it all the time. I don't know what the problem is. Dog, no matter what you do in your life, comedic wise, as a comedian, no matter what you do, Kevin Hart has stamped his name in the history books of comedy forever. And there's nothing you can do about it. I don't care what you think, how he made it, if he should have made it. It don't matter. He's iconic, and I know y'all hate it. Comedians hate when you say Kevin Hart is like Kevin Hart is iconic. Kevin Hart's name is Kevin Hart.
Yes.
My mama know who Kevin Hart is. She's in her 70s. There's nobody. Every one of my kids knows Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
The leader of the Klan Union in Pittsburgh. He knows Kevin Hart.
It's a white folk. All white folk know.
Thugs in jail doing life know Kevin Hart.
Yes.
Oh, they're leaders in other countries who know who Kevin Hart is.
So what is Cat Williams and Mike Epps' problem ultimately then? Is it jealousy looking from the outside looking in?
I don't know what it is. I would say jealousy, but I'm sitting there going like I get Cat Williams. Like, you got to understand one thing with Cat Williams. And listen, Cat Williams is on another level of comedy, and he's an amazing. But you got to understand how when you sit in a room by yourself and you realize that you were about to have the entire world in the palm of your hands, and all Cat Williams had to do was show up. That's all he had to do. All he had to do was show up.
And show up not coked up.
That's all he had to do.
Allegedly.
He could have showed up any condition he wanted. All he had to do was show up. So I get it. When he sees Kevin,
the leader of the Klan knows Kevin Hart. That's what he said, Taylor.
Oh, the leader of the most racist dude in America knows who Kevin Hart is.
He said Donald Trump know him. I'm like, oh, what Trump does?
No, and they might watch the movies. It's not like they probably watching his movies going like, I love that goddamn Kevin Hart. Would love to lynch him. God, he makes me laugh, but I would love to lynch him.
He
makes me laugh.
The little black fella.
That little black fella puts that tickle in my stomach, somewhere in my midsection. Somewhere he makes me happy in my midsection. I don't know why.
He's one of the good ones.
He one of them good and words right there. I'll lynch him in a second. Goddamn, he touched one of my daughters. Goddamn, he'll make me giggle. Oh, he'll make me giggle. I don't know what everybody's problem is. Like, dog, like we really, literally will not appreciate it. I don't know. And Mike Epps is living a fabulous life.
A great, fabulous life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know where that stems from either.
And Mike Epps is like, dog, I haven't seen Mike Epps in about like 6 years. That's my dude. Like, Mike Epps is one of the coolest people I've ever, like, dog, he's so effing real. I love Mike Epps.
But I guess as a comedian,
a little strange, but,
as a comedian, and you see somebody take off, and you're that guy, and you got your following, you getting paid. Is not a little bit of jealousy in there as a comedian?
No, you get your stuff together, and you do what you gotta do.
This is the problem.
It's supposed to motivate you. Anyone on top is supposed to motivate you. Be honest, but I was just wondering, is it a little bit there for them?
My thing is like, then say it. That would be really dope if you just said, you know what? Sometimes I get mad at Kev because I believe I could have done what he did. I'm funnier than him. And there are comedians who say that.
Ooh.
But say what you really want to say. But he did everything I didn't do.
Right.
He made all the follow-up phone calls. He went to the auditions.
He showed up.
He showed up when I didn't show up, when I had 3 chicks in a hotel room. He showed up extra early and got there to where he had to get to. Like, it would be different if you were just honest. The other thing is like, when we just start saying dumb stuff like Kevin's not funny, you're disrespecting everybody who's ever laughed. Are we really gonna come on, y'all? Come on. We're really gonna say Kevin Hart's not funny now.
Well, that last special though, Mike. As Spank said, that last special.
Dog,
It was all right.
even with the last special, understand he did the last special in his house during COVID. Like he did it in his house. And even when I watched the special, somebody not being funny is me not laughing. I did laugh, but I understood that Kevin was doing a special in his house. It's just too much. Like there's enough unfunny people walking around making money that you don't have to go to somebody who we know for real is funny.
Nice.
And we just want to we just want to go at him because dog, if Kevin wasn't successful right now, we'd be saying he was underrated.
Right.
It's
something about when people amass a certain amount of success that the hate be real. People deny the talent. People say they're overrated.
It's a lot.
They're not as good as they were when they first started out.
Let me tell you how dope Kevin is. He made his trainer rich. A comedian made his trainer rich. Not an athlete, not a basketball player, not a football player. A comedian made his trainer rich. A comedian was on the cover of Men's Fitness. A comedian who's 5'5".
You can't deny Kevin Hart's hustle, his grind, everything that he has put, all his work ethic that he's put in, all the people he's put on. You can't deny that. You can't say anything bad about it.
Oh, it gets to be a lot.
And he's still real. He's still friendly. He's still he don't front on you if you bump into him. It ain't no I don't know you no more.
Right.
And he's still so
it's still jokey joke. Hey, what's up?
Even still show Mike love when Mike ran into him, and Mike ended up at the shows and in the front row, and hey, I ran into him in Vegas, and it was like, yo, it was. He's still the same guy. He's like, wow, okay.
Did he call you Spanky or Jay Black?
He said Jay. I wasn't Spanky then too. But I guess that's part of it, being humble.
And mind you, he fought all the scandals. He got through the scandals.
Yes, he got through the scandals.
I didn't think he was gonna get through that one though with the wife. He ain't gonna get through that one. That one he
got
through
the scandals. He got through the Oscars.
Yes.
He turned down the Oscars, y'all.
Yes.
They said, we'll take you now. He said, I'm good.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Give that man his respect.
That's a certain level. You got to be at a certain level to be able to say, I got a choice in whether or not I do the Oscars.
They said, you can do the Oscars if you apologize. He said, no, I already apologized.
Right.
Isn't that what we wanted? Somebody to stand up to them, and he did.
That's success when you can walk upright and live in your own truth and make your own decisions based on how you feel. Not based on what's going to happen to your career, but based on how you feel.
I just had an epiphany. I think our show should be 2 hours.
What? There's no morning show.
30
2 hours, Jay Black. I mean, Michael Shawn. What?
I think our show should be 2 hours.
See, I knew you was cutting out allegedly. I knew that there was some type of game plan.
No, I think
cut out allegedly.
I think in Texas we start at 6. I think we should start at 7. I had an epiphany. 3 hours is a long time, dog. Like Jesus Christ. Like everybody like on IG Live. It's a long time.
What about the people? We have guests, and if they came off of IG Live and logged on to Media Room 360 TV, like on Apple TV, YouTube, Roku, they can watch the whole show in peace.
I'm drinking pre-workouts. I'm drinking coffee. Like, goddamn, like this is too much. Like IG.
I mean, there's so much going on in the world, Michael Shawn. I think the 3 hours is needed. Then we got commercials. We got sponsors.
Next week. Yeah, we got.
I'm telling you, these 2 hours would be fire. This 3 hours, god damn.
That's all it is, Kelly J. Mike's just tired because he didn't watch Big Brother. He didn't watch Big Brother last night. He'd have been energized.
Always like right around here. I'm like looking for cocaine. I'm literally like, does anybody have cocaine? I've never done cocaine in my life. But God, if there was a line right here, I would sniff it right now. just to see if it kicks in.
Yo,
I'm exhausted right now.
If you did that, then you would have to create another relapse video talking about how you was good. You did good. You ain't had a drink, but all of a sudden you decided to start doing cocaine. We don't want to do that.
I mean, we could experiment with 2 hours. We could.
Oh my God, Jay Black.
Even Jay Black knows this 3 hour thing is outrageous.
That's because Jay Black just wants some goddamn bacon right now. Like,
we couldn't. So if it's $7 Dallas, that would be 8 o'clock. So we from 8 to 10 Eastern. You know,
I think we should start at the same time because everybody's used to it. But just make it 2 hours.
So 7 to 9 Eastern, 6 to 8 Central.
Yeah, and then I get the hell on out of here and take a nap.
Well, speaking of getting the hell on out of here,
but then we have the option if we like how the show's going, we keep going.
Just keep going.
Boy, Tam said, "Wait, not cocaine." Tam, why you business? It's by any means necessary. Y'all don't care as long as y'all entertain.
Right, Tam, not cocaine.
Like I'm about to go mix my concoction up right now. Jesus. And I took so much of the pre-workout. Yesterday.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you need to cut back on, like, maybe take half. Take a half, Mike.
Big words before 9. Epiphany.
I promise I won't use no big words before 9. Like, I use like regular words.
But I was jittery the whole day because I drank so much of the stuff to get through the show. Like I literally was jittery the whole day, and I don't get jittery. I just took so much, but I'm about to make the concoction right now.
You're drinking coffee too, though. With it, you drinking coffee.
Because
you taking a Black and Mild.
Like
you
I'm
taking
a legend.
a free.
Yes, I'm a legend. I go hard. Y'all do know we will have more shows going longer than 2 hours.
Yeah, we used to do 4 hours, Mike, all the time. We used to do 4 hours for our life for 20 years. We did 4 hours. Mike? But it was a lot more breaks.
Did y'all notice I even got my eyebrows done? Did y'all notice that? Y'all didn't even notice it, did you?
Oh, no, that's a nice cleanup.
Say pause before you said that.
I like that.
No.
First of all, Jay Black,
no, stop.
You pause on your own damn self because women like eyebrows that are a little, tweak, little pluck here and there.
What we're not going to do is Mike say, did y'all notice I got my eyebrows done?
Let me see
that just sounded so. No, I'm not going to let that fly by.
You see that arch? You see that arch?
It's not an arch.
It's a eyebrows go like that. It's just cleaned up.
Yeah.
It ain't like a girly arch. It's a masculine. I cleaned it up.
Yeah.
Good.
He just said that y'all notice I got my eyebrows done, and we supposed to just skate past that.
It look good.
It opens your face up. See, you got glasses on. When you get that, it opens the middle of your face up.
It opens up your face.
That's why I moisturize. My skin ain't where it should be because I drink too much coffee and I smoke, which is bad for your skin. But I'm drinking tons of water and I do moisturize at night. I do clean. Yup. Them brows looking right.
Black. Take notes.
I noticed, Michael.
All
Shawn.
you men out there, take notes. Michael Shawn skin regime. Yes, I love it.
Thank you, Tam. Wait till I'm doing this show with no shirt on. Just wait.
We have our guest here.
And I have to exit the building. I have to go take my son to school. So.
All right, go get your son. It opens up your yes, Tam. You already know. It's a lot of boobies get theirs cleaned up. Oh, Poppy get theirs. Yes,
Poppy. No unibrow. No unibrow.
Oh, and I manscaped. Crazy. Yes. Fresh is so clean.
Because don't nobody want to try to find the tree because the forest is too thick. Thank you very much.
Exactly. And sometimes I overdid it. I hit a little bit of my inner thigh too. I overdid it. I got caught up. Like, because when you clean everything, you're like, wait a second. Where's this inner thigh thing? Wait.
You should go get wax and let them do the taint, the whole landing strip.
Michelle in the takeover. I mean, Michael Shawn in the takeover legends.
They gotta throw my legs in the air. That's
we're gonna keep it moving.
Spread them and let them fall to the side, Michael Shawn. Spread them, let them fall to the side.
Keep it moving.
Very easy.
All right, Dexter's here.
Thank you.
Fresh for 88, thank you, Mo. Sucker.
Yes. I'll see you when I return.
All right, later, Mo. And we're gonna bring in our guest immediately.
All right, Dexter. Everything takes a minute when Shawnee's not here. Everything takes a minute.
I was waiting for Mo to drop on her own, but good morning. Here we go. We had a question earlier for you too, Dex. Good morning, Dexter.
Good morning. Hey, how's it going?
Let's see.
Good to be here.
Hit me on that IG, Dexter. Hit me on that IG, homie.
Yes,
I like the hat. Dope hat.
Thank you, King. Appreciate you. Let's see. Let me pull it
Where's
up.
that question at earlier? Here we
Dexter,
go.
J Black got mad at me because I said
I saw
yeah,
that.
what the hell?
Mike don't talk like that, so it's throwing me off to him. Say, hey, did y'all
y'all
did? He felt offended that no one acknowledged that he got his eyebrows done. Like that's not the Michael Shawn. That's more Michelle.
See how it opens
Mike.
up.
Like they don't talk like that.
I got you.
He don't talk like that.
I got you. When I was working, I used to work in spas on cruise ships, on Holland America and Royal Caribbean, and my friends from England were trying to always get me. Well, my female friends were always trying to get me to get something called back crack and sack waxing. And it is exactly how it sounds, and I never signed up for that. But
wait, back crack.
Yeah, back crack and sack. Apparently, all the soccer players in England advocate that.
So you get everything waxed. You get your back and you get your sack waxed too,
and your crack.
Oh yeah, that's what Mo was talking about. Yeah, I never went all in on that, but I can see.
Me neither.
But I know women who get the whole thing done like that, and I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But all right, I don't know why Jay's uncomfortable. This is all
he has withdrawn.
Listen, man.
Hey,
honestly, I'm very adamant about hygiene. Anything with hygiene, me too. So that everything can be fresh and so clean.
What your eyebrows got to do with hygiene? You talking about y'all didn't notice I got my eyebrows done? Come on, man. You sounded offended that no one noticed your eyebrows.
I got my hair. I got my hair cut and my eyebrows on the same day.
So why you say, yo, I went to the barber, got freshened up. You know, hey Jay, you ever get your eyebrows done? They kind of like you could have brought that in a little differently to try to make it sound.
Mo always
sound like you.
Mo always compliments my shape up. She always does, but she didn't catch this. The mustache is flat. So, like I'm good right now. I'm good.
Dexter, earlier this comment came in and Mike was, I guess, trying to clown a little bit. He was saying that the guy had some issues and he was saying about ringing in the air. Is this a form of some psychic ability or tapping into the other side? Like, what does that mean if you look at that comment, what Jared was saying earlier?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying that he has been seeing 1111 daily and been having ringing in his ears since 2017. I don't think that they're necessarily connected. He might have what's known as tinnitus. So, I mean, I would recommend like talking to his doctor about it because there's some things that I would ask as a Chinese medical doctor, like, does it come and go? Is it always there? Sometimes our bodies are just giving us signals that we need attention, greater attention. The 1111 dialogue is usually associated with long-term goals and plans. So if we're seeing the number 11 lately, if the number 11 is showing up frequently or 1111, they're called angel numbers. The number 11 in astrology is also associated with not only friends, but networking and putting action steps in place for goals that we have that are long-term. So I think it might be important for him to take a look at some of his goals and what steps he's taking to make them real.
Got it. Because Kelly had co-signed and said the ringing is real. So I'm like, oh, it might be some psychic ability or something there.
So is it psychic ability I have to make my concoction?
No, he said he might need to call his doctor, basically. So.
Thank you. And that's what see, Dexter, when I say it, it's nonsense. Thank you for confirming. All right, everybody, listen. Our psychic is here. He got the tarot cards ready. And listen, all we need is your first name, your date of birth. That's all we need is your first name, your date of birth, and a specific question. That's what we need. Janet has 123. I have surgery Monday. Is everything going to be okay? 123.
Actually, you seem to be excited after the surgery. So it looks like it might be a surgery that you might have elected to do, but you seem to be really happy. Also, I'm seeing you kind of sitting up in bed in recovery. So the short answer to your question is yes. I don't see any complications from this. In fact, it looks like it's something that you're doing to better your health. So I don't know if this is like some kind of or cosmetic purpose or some necessary reason, but it looks like it's something you're looking forward to.
Maybe she's gonna stop smoking. That would be kind of dope.
Oh.
No, I don't know. I just thought out that I doubt if she's ever gonna stop smoking. But go ahead.
I have a comedy show tonight, March 2nd. Michael. My first name is Michael. March 2nd.
Yeah.
And I need to know how do you think that's looking tonight? Because I'm feeling a little sluggish right now, but a lot of good things are happening. I will say this: God is good. A lot of good things are happening, but I'm trying to wonder.
That's awesome. No, I'm glad to hear that. As far as your comedy show is tonight, one of the things has it been a minute since you've done a show? There seems to be some kind of a change to your routine.
There was a change.
There was a change. Go ahead.
There was a change to the routine. I actually got on stage last weekend when I wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
And Jay Farrow let me get on stage all weekend. So that was a change. That was different. And it was helpful.
Yeah.
It was very helpful.
Good, because it looks like it's unlocking something. It looks like there's a bit of flexibility coming for you. Interestingly enough, too, there seems to be a level of like nervousness that's coming off of you, but it looks like you are also really able to like channel that nervousness and actually really just kind of show up and perform. I think everybody enjoys the show that you put on this evening.
Well, that goes every time before I'm about to get on stage. There's terror, like there's one quick second of being terrified, and then I just jump right into everything else. But I wanted to know.
That's how I feel before I log in here on Thursdays.
Oh, you should. This is your home. How do you feel the turnout's going to be for the comedy show? If you could, the turnout. I need the turnout. Like what for tonight? What does it look like?
I do see that there might be some empty chairs. It may not be a packed house, but it does look like there's enough people for you to get some good feedback with regard to your audience. So once again, it does look like it. And also, do you get invited back? So
because the eyebrows is done. That's why they invite you back.
Eyebrows are done.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
We got empty chairs, people.
Open here.
Tap the link in my bio. We got empty chairs. Dex said we got empty chairs. Tap the link in my bio for tonight's show, the Arlington Improv. All right, Jacqueline.
This our girl Jacqueline. She just went through a bad divorce breakup. Let's see what she need help with.
She says June 24th. I want to go to Miami this weekend, but don't know if I should. Should I?
Go ahead, honey.
Should
Take a chance.
Should I?
Interestingly enough, Jacqueline, I'm going to be in Miami this weekend. So if you do go, hit me up on IG or Facebook because that's where I'm going to be. So long story short, your question was, I want to go to Miami this weekend, but don't know if I should. Well, I guess the short answer is yeah. Go. I mean, why wouldn't you go? Long story short, I do. I guess your question is, do I see you going, right? And you're saying, should I go? I'd say you should. But do I see you going? Yeah, I do. It looks like, but you seem to be dragging your feet. I don't know what the dragging of your feet is about. You also need to get out of your comfort zone, which is something that it looks like you might have slipped into. This world card turned upside down and saying that it looks like the world is calling your name. It is time for you to get out of your comfort zone and start doing some travel. So I think you're beginning to feel that push. So I would go if I were you. All right. If you are in Miami, like I said, message me.
Take your ass to Miami. Manly Juice Cup, 11/19. This is weird. It's not weird. I just don't. Am I gonna have a child anytime soon with the choices I'm making? Is this Aries good? Is this Aries good for me? Do you understand that? Because I don't.
That sounds like two questions. The first one was, am I going to have a child with the decisions I'm making? Am I correct? Is that what she was saying?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the second question was, what do I see with regard to her and the Aries person? Okay. Well, if you had your eyes set on this other Aries person to like be like a father, or if you're trying to do it to hold on to a relationship, I think it's going to backfire on you. That's the one thing too. It doesn't look like they want what you want. And I don't think that you're ready to be honest about that. Right now, Venus is traveling through Scorpio, which is bringing up ulterior motives. So you have some ulterior motives when you're asking about a child with this man. Let's keep it real, right? But one of the things that therapists will tell you is that children don't necessarily tighten a relationship. In fact, one of the primary reasons for divorce is children. Different people find out that they have different values after they have children, and that can drive a wedge between the relationship. So I would consider taking a look at the relationship right now. One of the things I'm also seeing is that as you start to move closer to this person, this Aries gentleman, he seems to be pulling away from you. In fact, he doesn't seem to be focused on you a bit. And I feel like you have something for him. Like, I'm gonna get you. There seems to be a bit of a got you energy over top of you while Venus is traveling through Scorpio. I did mention yesterday on my Twitter, follow me at Love 911 Tarot if you want daily horoscope updates. But that Scorpio, Venus, when planets come to Scorpio, it brings up ulterior motives, hidden agendas. We kind of see where people are functioning. And I think that as far as you're concerned, you seem to have a bit of a plan for this person that I don't necessarily think you think he's on the same page with, and you're correct.
All right, I'm so confused.
I think you have to be honest about that.
I'm so confused because Manly Juice Cup said, I don't want a child with him. I just want to know if he's going to end up impregnating me. Well, why don't you just stop having sex with him? God damn it. Like, do we need a card for stop having sex if you don't want to get pregnant? Like, what? If you don't want to.
There's something coming where this gentleman leaves the picture. And not on good terms. I guess that would be the short end of the short answer to your question. Right. That's what my guide is showing you here.
Jesus. Mark said August 3rd. I have a major
in November,
loss.
By the way.
Is what?
In November, he said.
In November.
Oh, in November. In November.
This is where you got. They're headed. Yeah.
Okay. Mark said August 3rd. I have a major lawsuit pending. Will it be settled soon? Oh, that's specific enough. Isn't it? All right.
Okay. Major lawsuit pending. Will it be settled soon? Closer to the first week in December. There seems to be some kind of an offer that's made, and like I don't know if I guess settlement would be the correct word for it.
Get that bread.
All right, get that money. First week in December. Anybody else got some questions? Anybody? All we need is your first name, your date of birth, and a specific question. Everybody on IG Live. Don Page, 10-2. My mom passed about a year ago. And for the last week or two, she keeps popping up in my dreams.
Yeah, that's awesome. One of the things that's important to recognize is that visitations, the more we recognize that we're being visited by our loved ones, the more they recognize that they not only have access to you when they need to warn you of something or remind you that they're around or support you in your goals. It just allows you also to heighten your sensitivity to know when spirit is talking to you, not just your loved ones, but also your spirit guide and also God. So that didn't sound like it was a question, but it sounded like an affirmation. And one of the things too, when our loved ones show up, it sends us signs, clues, and information that they're near. If we disregard it or assume that we're imagining it, they still love us, but they just stop sending the information. So it is important for us to recognize, even if it feels silly. Good morning, grandma, or good morning, sis, or whatever it is, whoever it is that's showing up. Just the acknowledgement is literally enough to keep the door open. The more skepticism you have, they'll still send you loving energy, but they won't interfere in a way that that can benefit you. They won't keep trying to bug you.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
We got Yardy Yankee, NYC, but you didn't put your birthday. You got to put your birthday on here.
He's a
Capricorn. NYC has been my home forever. Family is here, and folks are getting older. Wondering if relocating is in the near future.
Interestingly enough, it looks like you try your hand at it around May of next year. For whatever reason, too, it looks like also January 1482. Yeah, January 4th, 82. It looks like you seem to be a bit hesitant, which is what you kind of mentioned. You see this Aries here. And for Capricorn, Aries indicates the courage that we have to find to let go of our past and begin to craft our own future. So you're beginning to want to create a little bit more freedom for yourself. And it does look like you're moving. I feel like it's a move south where financially it seems to be a little bit more feasible for you. Also, you seem to be feeling bad about having this idea about moving, and it's not something you need to feel bad about. It's really something that you have to claim for yourself in terms of what you need for yourself and following your own specific path. Also here, I'm seeing this King of Cups showing up here. There seems to be an advisory or a supervisory or managerial position that's waiting for you in another state. So God's getting you ready before the position becomes available. And that's why you're asking this question here. That's why I see it showing up around May of next year. It could have been sooner, literally, but right now you're not ready, and that's totally fine.
All right, let me get to this IG, then I get to Kelly. Author Mark Gordon. This is when I know my life is boring. He says, "Oh, good morning. Birthday 316. I think he's a fellow Pisces. I have seen a black and blue butterfly 5 times. What does it mean? Why don't I see black and blue butterflies? Like, why 5 times? I think it's a she. Wants to know, what does it mean? I can't really, because I ain't got my glasses.
We were talking, I think on my Tuesday show, or maybe it was this show last week, but that the dialogue with regard to spirit guides, animal spirit guides. And so you know that an animal spirit guide has shown up if you're noticing a certain animal that you rarely see showing up on a frequent basis, and it kind of strikes you as unusual, right? So you might see birds all the time, but if a bird comes and lands on your patio while you're sitting there, kicks it for a little bit, and it's not something you can describe, it's a feeling. So when something shows up that you notice and it seems unusual to you, it is a message. Butterflies typically indicate not significant periods of intense emotional transformation. So oftentimes we talk about transformations, but we don't typically talk about that they're brought about through crisis. So when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, they essentially dissolve in a cocoon, and that is not necessarily a comfortable experience. They don't have a central nervous system, so I don't think they feel pain like we do. But typically for us, it includes some kind of a painful move or a cutting off or some kind of shifting. So I think that that's probably on its way for you in the next 3 months, as my guide is kind of giving me a little bit of insight. So something to be looking forward to, just in terms of where it's going to be taking you. I think you'll notice the benefit of it as we move toward June of next year.
Well, with the animal thing, I'm terrified of birds, and I'm not gonna get into the long story why I'm terrified of birds, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I swear I'm always surrounded by birds, like by my car. When I come out, there'll literally be like one bird.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just by my car. When I came out, I went grocery shopping, and I came out, and like I've been able to fight through it and be like, get out of here. But it's like literally every time I'm by my car, it's another damn bird, and I'm like, I have a real fear. Like I don't like being around birds. What does this mean?
Card, it means you essentially have a fear of success, right? So birds typically mean freedom. They also mean growth and achievement. And they also indicate a bird's eye view perspective on our lives. And so when you're coming in your car, which is used for day-to-day functioning, a bird is typically showing up and asking you to think about the bigger picture instead of just your comfort zone. And so you being afraid of birds, regardless of the backstory behind it, indicates some aspect of your nature with regard to flying, soaring. So you may have had a traumatic experience of that with an actual bird, but the spirit energy of it is something that's inside of yourself that you might be trying to deny.
Shout out Freddie Mitchell on the IG. What up, Fred? Fred X, I see you. Wow.
We have.
Hey, I do got a personal question for me. Jamal,
okay.
Jay, whatever. 826. I'm considering making a large purchase. Should I?
So is this your question or?
It's for me. Yeah, 826. I'm considering making a large purchase. Should I?
It looks like you keep coming back to the idea. So this may not be the first time that you've thought about this. So it seems like you keep like saying, no, not now. But okay, for whatever reason, closer to the holidays, like it looks like toward the end of November, you seem to have some kind of take a deep breath and leap. If not before, but certainly the last week of November seems significant regarding a decision on this.
He just wants to. All he wants to do is to add the NFL package to his. Jay Black is very precise on before he makes any type of purchase. Kelly J said her birthday is 8/2. Will my book be a great success when I launch it in January? Drop your questions on IG Live.
Yeah, if you continue with moving forward with regard to a promotional push. It does look like it has some significant benefit to move you up in terms of listings are concerned. I don't know if you have an online presence as well. There's a way to do it so that your book becomes one of the best sellers on Amazon if it's also available through Amazon. But so as of right now, if you continue to focus on that, it also looks like promotion and PR. It looks like something that you perhaps, I don't know if you've had time for it. It doesn't look like it's something that you perhaps necessarily want to do. It might feel a little bit tedious towards you, but I think that you're going to have a change of heart in that arena. And your birthday is August 2nd, so that's Leo. So it just looks like as we move forward, yeah, okay, perfect. So as we move forward toward Halloween, there's going to be a significant push from other people who are in positions to help you to kind of get some balls rolling for you.
All right, Kelly. Rodney Berry said Rodney Berry Live is on our IG Live. He's an ass. He said, I'm also a psychic. Really, Rodney?
Oh, that's awesome.
Really, you also a
Rodney ain't
psychic,
no
Rodney?
damn psychic.
You ain't
Don't
no
believe
goddamn psychic, Rodney. Bastard.
You want to do an IG question?
Whole lot of Danny, 415. She put the whole thing, 415, 1994. I want to drop a skincare line. Will it be successful if I decide to drop the line?
So
And
you
I'll
know,
get to you,
I
Lamar,
think
later. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think the important thing to say in terms of creating things that we're literally all creators. Like, you know, before you have you have to have a dream before you can have a dream come true. So I feel like not taking a step is the only real failure. That's number one. Number two, in terms of your skincare line, will you be a success? I think you will, but there seems to be some. You still seem to be very much in the brainstorming phase about where you want to go. This number 4 turned upside down is indicating to me that you seem to keep changing what it is you want to offer. And so for you, the time keeps moving on and you seem to keep getting discouraged. It's important to kind of cast your lot. Find one thing that it is that you're important, that's important to you, and begin to offer that. That would be the biggest thing. I'm seeing that showing up for you around March.
Rodney Berry, what do you want us to ask the psychic, Rodney? Give me the birthday and tell me what you want us to ask. just come on.
He wants to ask if he's a legitimate psychic. Maybe he wants me to verify.
Is that what you want? You want to know? I can answer that, Rodney. Hold on, let me get my deck of cards. I gotta get my cards real quick. Okay, we got Smith Angel _ 1988 831. He says, "Who's haunting me?
Who's haunting me?"
Let me get my cards real quick, but you do that one.
All right. I'm gonna take this one. Smith Angel. There's a difference between a haunting and paranormal activity. Give me a second. Paranormal activity is when something shows up randomly. We kind of we see an orb in our photos. We kind of hear funny things happening around our house, but we don't get a sense that somebody wants our attention. It's just shit that's happening like off the record, right? And give me a second. Okay, tell me something. Is something? Did you notice anything happening in a closet of yours? Like something moved on a shelf? Or is there some kind of a closet of yours that has a door? Maybe the door creaks. There seems to be a closet that I'm being shown here. I think what's showing up here, okay, this might be a little bit of a haunting. So give me
damn.
Haunting. Smith 1988, I'm always going through this. There seems to be an energy in your space. I'm trying to get a sense of who this energy might be. Give me 2 seconds, 2 more seconds. Okay, it's just I don't know if the space that you're in, if you always lived in the space, or if somebody. She said all the time something's happening with the closet. There seems to be somebody in it that seems to be like that doesn't like your stuff where it is, so I think what's happening as we move closer to Halloween, everybody pay attention to this. There's a bit of a convergence that happens where typically our filters are on, so we're not noticing spiritual energetics. But now our filters are lowering as we're moving into the dark season of the year, and so I think that you'll probably notice just a little bit more. It's a bit of a, it's paranormal activity because this person's not trying to be in your space. But if it happens on a regular basis, this might be a bit of that means it would be like a special time of the year for them. Like a holiday period or a period that they used to do spring, fall cleaning or something like that. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's paranormal activity because it is an entity, but they're not trying to get your attention. It just it's happening on schedule, and that's what makes it a haunting. But not that they're trying to get your attention. Around me all the time since I was a child. Okay, I'm not sure about if this is the same energetic that you were talking about from childhood. This is definitely somebody who at least inhabited that space that your house is in now, and seems to be, I don't know, something about a closet and closet space where you're putting things on a shelf. So long story short, I don't think there's much you can do about it. They're not trying to get your attention. It will go away on its own. This one will go away on its own.
Hey, Dex.
Lamar keeps, yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Do Lamar. Go ahead.
Because I see Lamar has dropped the question like 5 times. All right. So 922. Which don't forget your question, Mike. I want to address it. Okay. So don't forget it. 922 is Virgo on the cusp of Libra. I have an interest in someone, but I want to be friends. But what? I have interest in someone, but I want to be friends, but want to get to know them first. What should I do? I think you should just take it slow. I mean, that question was kind of self-explanatory. As far as whether they have an interest in you, it's number 2 of Pentacles turned upside down. It looks like they have a good amount of options, and I think you might be intimidated by the quality that you see in them, but you have to recognize you have quality as well. So, instead of just projecting that quality onto this person and perhaps being hesitant, recognize what you bring to the table as well, and lead from a place of confidence and not necessarily a place of what's the word I want to say, of humility in that way. People like people who show up.
Oh, wait a second, Paul. Wait a second. Hold up. 10-10. I don't have a question. Just wanted everyone to know my birthday's coming. All gives
Right on.
Right Gotta on. Love it.
Okay, Dexter, in the cards, do you believe in soulmates? Do you believe that people have soulmates?
Yeah. People do have soulmates, and I say this all the time. Like, soulmates are not only romantic connections. Soulmates can be a parent, they can be a teacher, they can be anybody who helps you spin the action of your life forward. It's kind of like in the movies, when the things that turn storylines forward. That's what soulmates are. So soulmates are absolutely real. Sometimes they come through to teach us lessons that are uncomfortable. So soulmate connections are not always the most comfortable, but they're always inspirational. So a soulmate relationship would be a relationship where it might have challenges and drama, but you can still always see the value in that relationship. And it's also a relationship that even if you break up or get divorced, the relationship remains intact. There seems to be something unchangeable about the relationship you have with the person, regardless of how long you're in their presence, which is different than a karmic relationship, which is, the person who really only wants to come by after, midnight through 3 a.m.,
Right.
the sneaky link, that you can't let go of because, somehow you feel a connection and literally your life is falling apart. That's a karmic relationship, which means we have a lesson that we have to overcome. Usually that overcoming requires us to shed that person over time.
Now, I'm a Pisces. Is there a sign that I should stay away from when it comes to an intimate relationship? Are there signs that cause friction just based on our characteristics in the horoscope world, I guess?
Yeah. I would say that all signs have like potential, right? If you don't want to have a significant struggle, then you may want to avoid Sagittarius or Gemini. You might think twice about relationships with certain Virgo energetics. But those are the relationships that will pull the best out of you. Interestingly enough, not everybody's ready to do work, right? So if you're interested in avoiding real work, then those might be the signs you want to avoid. But other signs that might require a little bit of work and some things that you both have to wake up to might be Aquarius for Pisces for sure. That kind of a relationship can indicate the tendency toward keeping secrets from each other, trying to read body language, using manipulative tactics, and it can, if neither one of you are operating at your highest level, it can include a number of dramas that Pisces may not be interested in. So that would be one I would look at as interesting for sure.
All right, so Paul, let me read Paul's dumbass comment real quick. Jay, give Dex your birthday and ask, should you get your eyebrows done?
Should I get my eyebrows done like Mike? Do you see eyebrows? You see me being pampered with eyebrows arched in my future?
No,
they're straightened down. My eyebrows are straightened down. My eyebrows are amazing, dog. Like you just don't get it. Like you got to pamper yourself, dog.
Ask these questions been sitting there for a minute.
A lot of my Puerto Rican friends get it done. Like when they go to the barbershop, they get the unibrow done.
Yeah,
and they just get them kind of cleaned up.
That's what you do at the barbershop now.
I actually have a unibrow too, so I get mine cleaned as well.
Yeah. Ashley 819, is everything gonna get better with both of my
licenses? I don't know.
Licenses,
did you lose a license?
Will I get them back soon? Stop drinking and driving, heifer.
Allegedly, maybe not.
Both of my licenses. Everything's gonna get better with both of my licenses.
I only got one suspended.
Will I get them back soon? I'm seeing January with an option to do one of them. I don't know if one of them is associated with work, but there seems to be the need for something to come back and play. But you may have both of them by January, but January seems to be a bit of a turnaround time. It doesn't look like you get them both back at the same time. I must indicate that. So it looks like they don't both become available at the same time. And I think that might be a bit of a disappointment for you. But at least life is moving, and you're not going to be without them both for much longer.
Cool for Ashley.
On IG. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go for it. You said you got another one on there. Go for it.
She's Scooby on IG, Libra 926. Hey, is it your birthday today? What's today's date?
Today is the 30th, September 30th, last day of the month.
Oh wow! So happy belated birthday. But the question is there a career change on the horizon? Give me a moment. There doesn't look like there's necessarily a career change, but it does look like there's a raise coming for you next spring, between March and April. It feels like it's either in the same agency or in the same vein of what you're doing right now. But there's a raise coming your way.
Hey, Dex, you're popping a little bit with like you're popping when you're talking.
My sound?
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on.
It's on the link.
Is that on?
It's on the link. Yeah, not on IG. It's on the link that you're popping.
Yeah, it's on the link. What do we got to do something about that?
What should I do?
Sometimes it's good just to leave out and come right back in, or it could be maybe the audio. Yeah, he's popped out. Let him pop again. So while you wait, you was going to read Rodney. Rodney Perry had he wanted to know if he was psychic. You was going to read.
Rodney wanted to know if he was psychic. So let me get my card. I got my cards. Yeah, I got my cards out here. Rodney Perry. I think Rodney left. Rodney, what was your birthday again? It was 3, full of shit. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let me get Rodney. Let me see. Rodney is a psychic. Rodney, I have the funny card, Rodney. I have a very funny card. You're definitely hilarious.
My auntie uses playing cards. This is good, Mike.
Yeah. I'm just for Rodney. This is because we're not taking Rodney Perry because we're not. Rodney Perry, are you a psychic? Oh my God, Rodney, I have this card that says you know nothing about nothing. I don't know where this card came from. I don't know if this card I think this magically, you know nothing about nothing when it comes to the psychic world, Rodney Perry. Now, you are hilarious. You have all the hilarious cards, but you know nothing, Rodney. You cannot predict anything. You can't even predict the sports, the football games on Sunday. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mike the Psychic. Thank you, Mike the Psychic. Thank you. Now we can let the professional back in. I see your questions on IG.
Keish, are we going to Keishana Palmer?
Yeah, you can go to yep.
So that's May 28th, which is Gemini. And the question is there real big love for me in this season? Real big love. That's a kind of a big request because love is not a feeling, and love takes time to uncover it.
Love is not a feeling?
No, it's not.
What is it?
It's not a feeling. If love was a feeling, then relationships would crumble as soon as somebody irritated you. You know what I mean? Like you have to. Love is value, and all the other things that are listed in the Christian Bible, right? The understanding, humility. Love is being able to say, I'm sorry. Love is caring about somebody else when there's nothing in it for you, right? So when she's asking about love showing up, one of the things that I'm showing up to is it looks like you're looking for somebody to show up for you in a way that really treats you like a queen. And not that that's impossible, but it looks like you make really quick snap judgments about people. And so that can be a bit of a barrier for you. As far as the season is concerned, okay, there does look like there's somebody who comes through and changes your attitude, but it does look like it includes a bit of
somebody checks your ass. Somebody checks that ass. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it opens her up in a way that makes her want more, and by that time, I think the person has seen something in you that they don't like, and so it will cause them to retract. And then it causes you to change your attitude and your perspective. So you're going to get what you want. You're going to get the big love experience, but then you're going to have something taken away. And then that prepares you for the longevity that I think you're asking about for real. So, you guys, as I read, I begin to see like the landscape of the future, and it's not always a straight line. So what you're asking about is coming. It's just not going to be a straight line, and there is going to be some pain first because it's time for you to grow and evolve to a higher level in order to be able to receive it.
Wow.
Love is not a feeling. Yeah, I think that's a
love is not a feeling. You gotta work
That
for
does sound like a
it.
song.
And love is not. No, I like that. Love is not a
Listen,
feeling.
Nicole,
And
no, it's not just relationship specifically. You can ask any question. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good. You're good. If you read them, read them. If you read them, Dexter. You read them. Go get it.
So positive mindset, positive flow. Do you see career change? And this is January 13th. Yeah, looks like you jumped ship in February. I don't know what you're doing right now. Oh, look, I just turned over this card. Huh? So you literally looks like you jumped ship, but this movement for you feels it's not as calculated as you typically like your decisions to be. So this is interesting. I don't know if you're getting kind of fed up where you're at right now, but there's an energy of I'm just done sitting over top of you. And in February, there seems like there's a significant move where you kind of cut ties.
I'm not playing with you, Action.
Yeah, Action just wants
Talking about some football. I'm not playing with Action. It's the football.
He must have money on that game.
I know they just beat the out of the Eagles.
The Cowboys, whatever. So what are some myths, Dex? What are some myths out there related with your psychic ability, being an astronomer, the tarot card reader and all? Is there some myths that you want to talk about?
Yeah, a good question. A lot of times people think that psychics are always. I was in an Oberty of it when I was in Dallas, and the guy asked me kind of what I did for a living, and I told him, and he said, "Well, what am I thinking right now? Psychics are not mind readers." So and in fact, we have our own lives to kind of manage, so we're not always on. So when somebody tells you that they're a psychic, it really helps to ask, if you're interested in qualifying them or quantifying them, ask how they can get a reading, or if they offer samples. Not just ask them, "You will tell me something about me," because they actually may not care about you. One of the things it's important to understand is it's a hat that we wear. So you wouldn't ask a chef to just drop what they're doing if you meet them in any setting and make you a filet mignon, right? I'm not even on the clock. So it's important to kind of have a respect for the boundaries. Also, too, I think it's important to understand that psychics can oftentimes be burdened by their sensitivity to people and environments. So a lot of psychics some of them who are working full time can be really run down. And so if they don't always come across as warm when you see them out in public, it's because they typically have guards up. I typically, when I know where I'm going, I have my hat on, I'm ready to smile and be active, but mostly I'm an introvert.
All right. Well,
also, too, one last question, because somebody tried to debunk mediumship in a Facebook post, and then included Miss Cleo in the conversation. And I had to say, Miss Cleo, may she rest in peace, was a psychic. She was not a medium. All mediums have psychic abilities, but not all psychics practice mediumship. So they're really two distinctive things.
Repeat that. All mediums. You say it again. Say it again.
All mediums also have psychic abilities. All mediums have clairvoyant abilities, but not all psychics are able to communicate with the dead.
Wow.
So your gift is different.
It's an add-on, if you will. Now, all psychics have the opportunity from spirit. All of us can communicate with loved ones who crossed over, but all of us have the opportunity to do it either professionally or as a practice that we do actively. But not everybody wants it, and so that's why not all psychics are mediums. Miss Cleo didn't communicate with loved ones who crossed over. She mostly read the future.
And people thought she was fraud anyway, though, so that wouldn't be a good comparison, right? You wouldn't want that. Didn't a lot of people just think she was fraud?
Well, the gentleman in particular was saying that he felt that mediums used patter, which is done with illusionists, right? Who have kind of like a routine or a skit. And I was just like, that's not, for anybody who's ever had a mediumship reading where the medium did not know anything about you, you haven't given them any information that they could verify. So it kind of flows organically. But yeah, some people thought that she was illegitimate. She built a whole network. She started out in Vegas. People who went to her enjoyed whatever she was offering. They got what they came for.
Let's get that. You want to get that last one for me, Mike? The last one, Adrian, real quick. 7-2. Do you see her leaving her job soon? 7-2, Adrian. Do you see her leaving her job?
A lot of people. It's so interesting. A lot of people are considering leaving their jobs lately, and I think that's because right now, while Mars is traveling through Libra, we're taking a look at our contractual arrangements and our commitments. As far as you leaving your job is concerned, give me a moment. Okay, you want to leave your job, but I don't see it coming until at least next summer, around July. Ooh, this seems to be a hard disconnect for you. I don't know if it's because you're nervous or turn over another car real quick. I don't know if it's because you're nervous or you're waiting for something to either match you or beat financially what you're already making. But it doesn't look like that opportunity comes until next summer, which means you have some work to do in terms of just kind of getting comfortable, being uncomfortable. You're doing a little bit of energetic yoga in this workspace.
Well, dope. All right, Dexter, they can follow you at
yes,
Love
follow me at Love
911.
911 Tarot. Yeah, follow me at Love 911 Tarot. Tune in on Tuesday nights on Facebook at 8 p.m., on Instagram at 9 p.m., and of course right here 8:30 a.m. on Thursdays. I also am offering a tarot class next month, so click the link in my bio and join me. If you want to learn how to do tarot for yourself, your friends, your loved ones, make a little side hustle. Some of you are looking to leave your jobs. Maybe there's another job path opening up for you next month.
And I believe next week, Mike, we're going to have somebody live on him with the In the Square Shawnee was talking about. He's going to, he's going to be doing a reading with them while answering other questions as well, a little deeper session so we can really get into it. So cool.
All right, cool. Well, have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday. Everybody
Take
go
care.
follow the homie. It's Michael Shawn and Takeover Legend. We'll take a 4-minute break. Come right back. I'm going to smoke a black and mild. Yeah.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Like when you went into these circles with these battle rappers, like it's full disrespect.
Yeah. It's a full contact sport. If you're weak-minded and you don't have strong willpower and you kind of sensitive, it's not for you.
So I'm sure those battle rappers, they throw up the whole, you had to walk the juniors for the cheesecake. They bring that over. I'm sure they bring that up, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. They would have did it too. That's the funny thing.
Did you really, on MTV, did y'all really walk? Y'all didn't really walk the juniors the whole way.
I don't know why you don't think we did. Michael Shawn. Puff had to go get dry cleaning for Andre Harrell. He had to wipe his cars down. He had to go get his clothes from his outfits from Dapper Dan and wipe tables down. So he wanted us to go through that same process. Puff went to Howard. It's a business school. So his thing is all about business. It's about conditioning. It's about being prepared. When we had to walk, it was building our endurance. We got to fly out different climates. We might be in New York, it's a blizzard. We might have to fly to Miami, then it's a heat wave. So your body has to be ready for these type of things. You might have to be on the morning show with Michael Shawn, 7:30. Then you might have to be. Then you might have to be on a parent or on a sister company, 8 o'clock. So you got to be up, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of energy, full of vigor, ready to give the interview. You got to go through media training and all these type of things, and it just helps you. It builds you. It was like the Mr. Miyagi artist development, where I'm wiping this stuff down, and they like, why am I doing this?
Right.
Block, strike. Oh, that's why I did that. So all these things that you said is done.
Right.
The hood was like, oh, y'all getting played, but it's really bringing us together, making us stronger, and having endurance to go out and promote these records. But our culture, our people is the only people that scrutinize us for doing good things. Now, in any culture that you go to, you get hazed. When you go to a fraternity, you get hazed. When you go to a job, you're on orientation, you're getting hazed. You go through, when you're a rookie cop, you get hazed. With anything that you're trying out new, you get hazed. So when we did it on TV, what's the big effing deal? Fraternities do it, sororities do it, jobs do it. I walked for cheesecake one time. People work at UPS and do it 365 days of the year. They walk for cheesecake. Walking for cheesecake is a symbolization of doing something that you don't want to do to get where you want to be. People do it every day. I did it one time 25 years ago.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
The funny thing is my job at the radio station was a 4-hour job. And I had timed it out that at 3.5 hours, it was trouble. The irony in that is crazy. God has a sense of humor. 4-hour job, 3.5 hour limit on having alcohol or no alcohol in my system. At 10 o'clock, I'd run out that radio station, get in my car, and I'd drive around the corner, and boom, I get to the liquor store. I was like a bad drunken movie. I'd get my shots and do the, oh. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, ooh, that was a close one. Oh, I could have sworn that must have been like 4 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, man, never gonna do that again. All right, the bar should be open about now. Let's get to the bar. We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah. Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro. Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Shawn and the Takeover Legends, Michael Shawn and Jay Black, Sexy Mo doing mommy things. Shawnee's got it somewhere on the beach doing whatever she's doing. Don't forget, tonight it goes down to Arlington Improv, the Laugh Out Loud comedy show. You want your tickets, tap the link in my bio, or you can call 817-635-5555, 817-635-5555. Get them tickets tonight. It's going to be popping. Shout out to my man Trey Mack. Shout out to Marion Kendrick, going to be in the building. Special guests will also be there. So make sure y'all check that out. Everybody on my IG Live, it goes down tonight. Showtime, 8 o'clock. I'll get you home. I'll get you out of there, and you can still have sex and do all whatever you want to do. And you could be asleep by like 10:30. If you want to be extra and you want to take a blue pill, that's on you. Then you're going to be tired the next morning.
Did you say extra? Somebody being extra?
You want to be extra? You want? Oh, so Ray J. That's Ray J, right?
That's Ray J allegedly on live with his sister Brandy, showing her how he just got her name tatted on his arm. It kind of does. Somebody said a henna. I don't know if this is real. I know what everybody's saying is real, but now I'm looking at it, it's kind of dark. It's over the other tattoos. But I mean, assuming that it's real. Your thoughts on getting your sister, brother, sister, sibling, whatever name tatted on you, not the family tree, not meaningful and have mom, dad, little initials, just the name.
I think in Ray J's case, I don't think it's really that. I mean, come on. How many years have we been calling him Brandy's brother? So it's really not. I mean, I would put, I probably wouldn't have thought about putting my sister's name, like tattooing it. But I get with Ray J's a different circumstance with Ray J because, he has been Brandy's. I mean, he's no longer Brandy's brother. Really, sometimes we can say Brandy is really Ray J's sister. But I get it. I think I don't know if you just put your sister's name on you, but and if it's real, I don't know. It is a lot darker than the rest of his. I don't know. There's so much clickbait that goes on in social media. Yo, not calling him Brandy. I don't know.
Says she has her brother name tatted on her, but I'm about to get it covered up. So I don't get the tatting your brother or sister name on you.
I don't see the problem. Why is there a problem putting your brother and your sibling's name on?
I think it's weird. I think it's really weird. I think it's strange. Unless there's like someone in memory of, or your living brother or sister, just I'm gonna show some love and I'm gonna get you tatted on me. I think that's strange.
So why is it okay to put your kids on you?
Kids, someone that you birth, is your kids, and you're doing all your kids' names or initials. If for some reason it feels different than a brother or sister. And your initial response was, ain't no way I'm getting my sister name tatted on me. Now, I guess you had time to think about it. You're like, well, it ain't that bad.
Yeah, because I think it's just our weirdoisms.
You think it's us?
Yeah.
What, as a society, just thinking, or as a black culture?
It's just us thinking like we're putting our sister on our arm. Like, honestly, I don't think, the more I thought about it, I was like, well, what's the big deal? And why is it only okay if the person passes away?
In memory of is different. You're honoring them, and your memory that it was a special person to you, and you want to always remember them, and you're showing love is a difference from, I guess.
Why don't you show love when they're alive?
I need to get the flowers with them when they live and let them see. Nah.
It's not weird. Like, I thought I put
parents, grandparents, kids.
That's still weird. So not your brother or sister?
Yeah, brother and sister just seems odd to me. It seems very, I can see a parent and grandparent, someone passing, when you're real close to your siblings, is not weird at all. That means Adrian must have tattoos of her siblings on her, and I didn't know.
But my thing is, you just keep saying it seems odd, but you still have yet to say why.
I don't know. It feels weird. Like, what kind of relation? I don't know. It seems odd. There's no way I would be doing that.
You turned it into a perversion now. Because I put my sister on my arm, that now it's a perverted type of thing.
I'm not thinking she was touching you and y'all was.
But then why, if my brother's alive and it's my brother, why can't I put my brother? The more I thought about it, the more like, it's our weird thing. It's us. Because if it's my brother, I would hug. I don't have a brother, but I'd hug my brother. I hug my sister. Like, why wouldn't I put a tattoo? If I put my daughters on it, why can't I put my sister on there?
So you do everybody that you love, everybody that you rock with?
I mean, I don't have any tattoos, but if I was a tattoo getter, I don't understand why it would be limited. If I'm putting tattoos of like lions and all this other stuff, but I can't put a tattoo of a loved one. I just realized, like, it's weird on our part that we.
So you're gonna get your cousin? Get your cousin in. Like, what's the difference? Like, you can get a cousin. You can get, like, where does it? Oh, Mike, I want you to get JB tatted on you. Mike, get black on you, huh?
But why is it weird? You won't say why it's weird. That's my thing.
People get ball players tatted on them.
Like, I don't have anybody tatted on me, so I could literally be like, I'm not putting anybody on there. But my thing is, if you have a bunch of tattoos, I don't know why you can't put the people that you're close to on these are my people.
Lady Q agrees with you when it comes to me. She said because you have a perverted mind. And she thinks she be knowing people. No, I don't. But I would.
She's married to you.
Can't get rid of it. No, I just find this very weird. I just swear, I find this weird for a brother and sister. Like, if it was the Norwoods, or if it was like he had, the mom, initial dad, and like if it was just like the unit, I get it. The family tree aspect, I get it. But just Brandy, and I don't know. I just find it weird and not maybe because it ain't for me. I just say that it ain't my sister. Do not expect me getting her name
Billy
tatted
J
on
said,
me.
just because it's your bro or sis don't mean you banging them.
Tattoo getter. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
There's no reason.
I did have a tat of my ex. It's different when you're in a relationship, Afro Queen. Like relationships. I think parents and kids, it feels different when somebody say, "Yo, I got my seed on me."
So it's not weird
It's
putting
different.
just straight up mom tattoo on your arm, but it's
not
weird
mom.
putting,
You would put your mom's name. You would put her.
but
That's
tons of people
different.
have mom tattoos,
Alive or not alive, in memory of or not. Like it's different when you're honoring your parent and your kids. I swear, it just feel. I can't explain why. You know what I'm saying, Mike? Because your first response was that.
No,
so,
I said I probably wouldn't put, but then I thought about it. I'm like, but why not? I don't get like why.
Best friends do it. I don't know. Mike, we cool and all, but
there's the whole thing. If I put a Takeover Legend tattoo on my arm, and then I put all the members of the Takeover Legends, he'd be cool with it. But if I just put Jay Black on it,
that's just weird. You just got Jay Black.
He don't know why.
Like, Mike, we what's good, Mike? You've been having thoughts of something over the years I didn't know about. Like,
there you go, you pervert.
That was weird. That was really weird. Nah, you my boy. You.
What if I got it on my chest? What if I got Jay Black across my chest?
Friendship, I think, might be over. I might have a little distance with myself a little bit.
What if I put friendship? What if I put a friendship tattoo in Jay Black?
I honestly would likely distance myself. I ain't gonna lie, Mike. I was like, Stacey, I don't know what's going on. But he might have had to call Cam back because this ain't this.
Shit. Hold up. Get on my IG Live. No, because they should see. Y'all didn't get to hear the whole thing. Jay Black said, no, send a request. Because on my IG Live, Jay Black, who's my best friend, said he would feel weird. He would feel weird.
Wait, where we at on the comments? I'm sorry, I done left the comments alone.
You think it's weird that you don't do it, but no need to judge others and try to make it some sick and twisted. So I want everybody on IG Live. If you have a best friend, this to get all 7 of my siblings tatted on me now.
I'm trying to join now. Let me go back to IG.
So if you have a best friend now, let me just clear it up so people understand. All right. So if I had the Takeover Legends, which is Michael Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo, and a bunch of other people.
Ryan Banks,
Big Rob,
Dr. Smith, A White. There's a whole model chick. It's a whole
crew of people. Now, if I put Takeover Legends and I put everybody's name on it, he'd be cool with it. But for some reason, if I just put Jay Black,
just you saying that, just you saying that, I'm out. I'm distancing myself. If you popped up like Ray J just did with Brandy, if you popped up with the Bam, Jay Black, Mike, I'm out.
Why do we make it into a relationship thing? Why?
I'm out.
If you're a best friend, if you just put it on there.
I'm out. I'm out.
And why is it that if I put it on my chest, Jay Black?
I'm just having flashbacks to all them late nights of Hot 97 when we had to sleep in the office and we was watching YouTube clips. Was he really? What was he? What
if I truly put friendship? Like if I put friendship, Jay Black.
I'm out.
That is weird. Why are you so weird? Why you gotta be
I'm
weird
out.
about it?
I'm out. And I know I'm not the only one that's thinking that. I'm out.
All right. Anybody making comments? Would you feel weird if your best friend tattooed your name on them, male or female? I'm
just
gonna
popped up with it because Ray J allegedly just popped up. Ray J just popped up with it. And Brandy went on live and showed her, look what I just did. And how would y'all feel?
Mark said he gonna Takeover Legend tattoo the uncropped version. For those who don't know, that we have a picture of the Takeover Legends, but it had to get cropped because of circumstances. Somebody had to be cropped out. So he said the uncropped version.
So she said, yes, that's weird. So our nurse practitioner acknowledged it. Sequisa said, that's weird.
Sequisa, so if your friend who you've been best friends with forever put a tattoo on her right breast that just says
Sequisa. Look, girl, I got this. Check me out. I told Mike you had to call Cam. You had to figure out what happened. Y'all had to, because something got to give.
All right, Shaquisa, is it weird to put a brother or sister tattoo Like, come back. Is it weird to put a brother? I don't think, like, at first I was like, I don't know if I put my sister on it, but the more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's really not a big deal to put my sister. Like, it's my sister. Like, I realized the relationship, like, my sister has been super important to me. Like, she drove me to my first detox. Like, my sister's been there for me, so I don't think it'd be a big deal. All right, the J Black thing on my chest would be weird. Okay, I don't know why. All right, that would be weird. I don't know why that would be weird. That would be weird.
Thank you for acknowledging that would be weird.
That would be weird. So we were joking. That would be weird.
You would distance yourself from me if I popped up with a Mike tattoo. You would absolutely distance yourself. You would think that was really strange. All of a sudden now you ain't answering my text messages, phone calls.
As long as you ain't posted. If you posted it, I'd be like, yo, Jay, what are you doing? Like, if your wife is cool with it, then I'm cool with it. If Lady Q said she was cool with a Michael Shawn tattoo on your back.
Big on the back and that Shawn. Like, so ain't no way. Get the Nick Cannon Mariah on the back of Michael Shawn. Mike Shawn.
Like, you don't work. Somebody said you don't work with Didi in the morning. Where have you been? I haven't been with Didi in the morning. No, I don't. I'm right here. First of all, how you ask me I work with Didi in the morning? They on the air right now. They on the air right now. Of course I know.
Oh God.
Saying my cousin and her BF have matching tattoos. No. Is it a saying
matching tattoos? So it ain't their names.
It is a saying though, not their. Oh, it's really
so
cool.
It could be like "Ride to the Wheels Fall Off," but a shorter version. Like you know, it could be TOL, and everybody got TOL. So Takeover Legends.
But women get away with different stuff because y'all sleep in the same bed together. So
facts.
With just t-shirts on. Y'all don't feel strange.
Yeah, my sister bucket. Yeah, you ain't getting
my
that.
next tattoo is gonna be say J Black, aka. But that's your sister. That's your sis. She's good with it.
Nah, she's good.
You just can't put it on your breast. You can't put it on your breast. This is. Q Got Jokes said this is Mike's twin. Like what? Shout out to Q Got Jokes. He got one of the hottest clubs popping out here. Like, he got something crazy going on over there. Lava Catina, boy. Them things is crazy. This is what happens when you don't have any women on with y'all. No, I'm just saying. We not arguing. Y'all get mad when we argue.
Yeah, we not arguing. You right.
Yeah, now y'all get mad when we laughing.
We can't win.
What y'all want? I just want to know. Not on the breast. Okay, so Tam, your girl can get your name. Your girlfriend can get your name tattooed, just not on her breast, because then it becomes sexual if it's on the breast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or either of you on Clubhouse. I'm on Clubhouse. But Clubhouse gets redundant after a while. Like, I'm on Clubhouse.
Bam.
That Ray J put Brandy on there. But once again, it's different for Ray J because we called him Brandy's brother for so long. So I get the whole thing. I need Mike to let us know.
Yeah, what does the card say? So if I pop up with a tattoo, what would the card say? Let's see what Mike the Psychic got for the cards. So
what's the question?
What's the actual question?
What's the actual question on the cards? Like, what's the question? Before I do my psychic powers.
Kelly want to know what the cards say. What's the question, Kelly? Give us a question. Mike the Psychic is here for y'all readings. Here we go.
I'm here for y'all readings. Just come on.
What questions do y'all have for Mike the Psychic?
We coming down the home stretch. Now, a lot of y'all gonna be like, that's just a regular deck of cards. But it's not about the cards. It's about the psychic power inside. It's about what comes through me. What comes through my medium, through the cards. Like, damn it. Ask me a question. Do a reading in my
Batman voice. Brought Batman back.
Let me understand what's going on here. Some people want actual readings. Mike been shuffling the damn cards. Getting my superpowers together, Tam. I'm gonna actually
Okay, you got the question.
Should J Black get a tattoo? Okay, let me get this. Hold on 1 second.
Shuffle and get him right. You pick the right.
Let me get these cards. I throw the cards. Whatever one sticks on the keyboard. It says here, if Lady Q is okay with Michael Shawn being tattooed on her husband's chest. Yeah, it would be okay. Would we be friends? You're probably asking next.
Yeah, we would be friends afterwards.
I'd probably give him his space and support him in coming out the closet. But that's the cards. That's the cards. That's not me. That's not me. That's the card. The card said that he's probably hiding something from me, especially if he has Michael Shawn tattooed with a rose around the S.
And he's talking about your eyebrows getting done, right? It's secretly.
First of all, ain't nothing got to do with the eyebrows, goddammit.
Y'all didn't see my eyebrows with
My eyebrows look amazing. Like, dog.
I wish I had some cards to read for that.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yo, you're an idiot.
Dog, nobody wants bushy eyebrows, son. Like, for real, that's what y'all taking too far. Will he still be married?
If I came with a Michael Shawn tattoo on, would I still be married? I guess if my wife didn't know. And I just
we got drunk one time. We were so drunk in the lobby that we were like, we can't get in a car. Like, we were so, this is how destroyed we were. And I had a room. And we were like, yo, we got to go to this club. We got to host this club. We got to sober up. I had to sit. It was my room. This dude got on the bed first. And I had to sleep on the chair because I had on the chair. Real talk. So if you think a tattoo is going to be on his chest of Michael Shawn with a smiley face and a rose.
You said I took the bed from you, huh?
He just laid. I said, God, I said, this is weird. All right, so I just laid.
See, the 2-hour show makes sense now, Tan, right? When we by ourselves, the
2-hour show makes total sense. I already took out my food. Like, honestly, this topic gave me life. I was dying.
Ray J?
Yeah, this Ray J topic gave me life. A 2-hour show. Which would lead to an hour show, would lead to a podcast. Like, that's what it would lead to.
Oh, God. We didn't even get into the wedding topic. We had a wedding topic. Yeah, I guess we need a female for that.
We didn't get into the wedding topic. We didn't get into what
Alexis Sky was in the news. We didn't get into that.
We didn't even shout out Lil Bootsy for releasing his movie and making $1 million on the first day of his movie that he released independently, even though Instagram screwed him over and took his page. So shout out to Lil Bootsy,
the Wipe Me Down rapper.
Yeah.
The one that don't like Lil Nas X. And,
he said he made the profit was close to $1 million on the movie. I don't even know where you get the movie. Ray J saves the day again. Yes, Ray J saved the day again.
Oh, God. But Lil Bootsy, $1 million for a movie. Did you watch the movie or did you just?
I don't even know where to get the movie. That's amazing. Little Bootsy said we didn't even release it. He said right now he has full ownership of the movie. He can send it to Netflix or Hulu whenever he wants. And he already made $1 million, which means it's going to wind up being on Netflix or Hulu. I don't even know the name of the damn movie. All I know is that the man did it. God bless him.
Shout out to Bootsy then.
If only we can make $1 million off this freaking morning show, dog. If we can make $1 million, dog.
$1 million.
If you want to be a sponsor on the morning show, DM me at Mike Shawn Comedy. We will light the sponsorship up all over the screen for the entire show. The entire show. The entire damn show. And yes, I'm shuffling because I got more predictions. Anybody on here who wants to get on? Shawnee is on a beach. Sexy Mo, who knows where? The only people that haven't taken
Chronicles.
The only people that haven't taken vacations on this show is me and Damn J Black.
Yeah, facts.
And what did this mean when she put this out there? What was this? She said a guy took her boyfriend?
She said Alexis Sky had posted, cherish our boyfriends because a man took mine.
Damn.
I saw that trending. the other day. I was like, wow. So she lost her dude. So she was that bad that she lost her dude to another dude.
But she nice.
No, Alexis Sky, she has
is nice.
Very nice.
Hit her with the vaccine.
We hit her with the boom back, the jab, or whatever.
I'll jab her with the vaccine. I'll give her the Pfizer. You want some of this Pfizer, girl? Pop you off with this Pfizer. Moderna. You want this Moderna in your mouth? What? Where did we
You
go?
ever lose a girl to a girl though? You ever have a girlfriend and she left you to another
I'm
girl?
not even gonna get into that topic. No, I'm not gonna get in that.
You was that bad, Mike? They turned on you.
I'm not gonna get into that.
They start experimenting with other, sexes.
What is this girl? What does she do? What's her
Alexis
claim to
Sky.
fame?
She has a baby with a.
Answer your question. According to Wikipedia.
Oh, Alexa, stop! Not you. I'm sorry. You said her name.
Alexa. Who's Alexa Sky?
Yo, she got a baby with Fetty Wap. So I know Fetty Wap the rapper. I know she's the baby mom to him.
Yo, Fetty Wap knocked that down.
Yeah.
Now tell me, Alexa, you didn't do that for love. You did that because Fetty Wap was popping at the time. Come on, Alexa. Let me look at her on my TV.
It was him, not her. Oh, it was him that did something. Yeah, that turned out.
She looked like enhanced. What's the name? They used to be 106 in Park. It used to be
Roxy.
Roxy. She like an enhanced Roxy. She like that's what Roxy looks like if she got her breast done.
Yeah, there's other pictures of her out there, but Alexa, she has an enhanced body. A lot. I don't know if all her body.
Probably got a shitty personality, but boy, on a Saturday night or Tuesday night at 1:00 in the morning, you be like, shh, just have my kid, girl. Just have my kid. Go ahead, take that. Take this Pfizer.
But she might have herpes or something. You got to make sure you get her tested.
2:00 in the morning, you don't give a damn. You like, you know what? Like Tracy Morgan always said, we got it.
That vitamin D.
Damn, what she got to do to get the vitamin D? Look, put that picture back on. Stop playing. I want the women to sit there and tell me at 1:00 in the morning, you be down too. Tam, you be down. Stop playing, Tam.
You experiment if you haven't already.
Experiment. It don't count against you. It ain't held on your record. You ain't got to get a tattoo of her name on your breast.
Oh, God.
Kathy, why you can't take a vacation? Jay Black did a good job when you were in Miami in an airport.
MIA, when you were MIA in the airport.
Oh, yeah. He did a good job. I just don't, I'm that type of, I got that type of work ethic, Kathy. Stop trying to cause a divide. Stop trying to cause a divide, Kathy. I'm the shit, Kathy. I'm with you, Mike. Exactly. See, hey, bring Kathy back up. Kathy, would you experiment with Alexa right there? Would you experiment with her? Just
Alexa
late night?
Sky.
Alexa Sky. She said you gotta make the kitty cat purr.
What? Well, I think we're gonna end the show early today because if it ain't big feet Alicia Keys you talking about earlier.
Dog.
Man,
that big. Please go to Alicia Keys and see that big foot. I'm telling you, there's something behind that, homie. I'm telling you, there's something behind that. If I repost that, I just don't want to start being the messiness and get taken off of Instagram for that big ass foot. That lady came and grabbed her foot and she hid the foot. I think, I don't know, man. There's something going on. I think Alicia Keys, I don't know, man.
Yeah, Tam, we're gonna be in the early, Tam. It ain't but 10 minutes early, but I think we should end early.
It's actually 15 minutes early.
Well, technically it's 10.
12 minutes.
It's really 13 technically.
13
but you got to round up.
Go to Alicia Keys' page and go see her foot, yo. That foot is crazy. And watch the flight attendant grab the foot, and when she walks, she grabs it like, bitch, hide the foot. And then she grabs the foot and she keeps walking, and Alicia hides the foot. Like she might, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
I don't see nothing special or weird about this
you
foot.
saw the video when that foot extended. Watch the video. The picture of just the still shot don't do it justice.
You just think because you think it's big, her foot is bigger than the average female's foot.
Her foot was like 12. It was like a 12 or 13. The thing that was crazy, which I wouldn't have noticed, when the flight attendant grabbed, why would the flight attendant grab Alicia Keys' foot, Jay Black? Why?
You got your foot sticking out. You walking by. It was like a play for y'all.
The flight attendant works for me. Can you imagine you chilling on your private jet and the flight attendant grabbed your foot for no reason?
You think there's something deeper going on?
Yes, there's something deeper. Them kids ain't come out the vagina.
Oh, God.
Dog.
Yeah, the show was counting down.
No, dog, listen to me.
He's worried about
Go
this foot.
watch.
He started his foot and it stopped the whole beginning of the show. He could not function after without talking about this foot.
You don't think it's weird that she grabbed her foot and then right after she grabbed it, she hid the foot?
I think if I'm walking by you and your foot is sticking out, they cool. Obviously, your private jet, that's your people's. You've been using these people.
Why would she hide her?
So comfortable.
Why would she hide her foot afterwards? Why?
Oh, she didn't want to trip nobody because it was hanging over the edge a little bit. So
but now it wasn't a big foot. You said it wasn't a big foot, but now it's tripping people.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you, dog.
It's time to
Everybody, y'all think I'm tripping. That's why I saved it before they take it off Instagram. That's why I sent it to myself. I sent it to myself, yo. Real talk.
It was nothing special about the foot, but okay, Mike.
All right.
Okay, you want to think there's something unique about this foot? All right, psychic. So we'll find out if something deeper comes out.
All right, y'all. We out of here.
You know, something deeper.
Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, and understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed: that if a flight attendant grabs your foot and you hide it under your blanket for no reason, there's something wrong. You fight for every. Man, listen, dog. Watch the video again. Watch the video. There's something weird about that joint. There's something so weird. All right, y'all.
It was on Swiss's page. Swiss page. If you want to go to his IG, and you can see the foot in a flight attendant grab it. And Mike think this is such a big deal. Thank you, Jacqueline, for rocking with us. So we shall see.
You fight for everything else, fight for your happiness. Never let anybody steal your happiness. And understand tonight it goes down at the Arlington Improv, baby. Get your tickets. Tap the link in my Instagram bio, and you can get them tickets for tonight. Great show. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. Thank you for Dexter, our psychic, for getting on here. Tomorrow we got Dr. Smith. It's a Friday, and we'll be rocking out and doing our damn thing. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap